Hello, everybody, and welcome to Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation, the show that would like to remind you you can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs.
You're the worst.
Fuck.
Why did we wait a half an hour for that?
How long in that half an hour were you thinking of that?
I just came out with that
It was
just now. Just
Omu
this
puns the whole time.
Yeah. Welcome. This is our very 27th episode. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to have you here. Audience, these jerks, they're mean to me, but you appreciate me, don't you, chat?
It's just all hate in the chat. Everyone's like, no, get lost, you suck.
Oh man. So yeah, we should let's rip through it today quick, because if you're watching this live, you know that we are behind as a result of some time malfunctions on the part of the previous occupants of this dungeon. So we should get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's just real quick introduce our characters, and then we've got one more day till we get to Omu, and then the real shit begins. Elf, tell us about your character.
My character is Ishi Snaggletooth, the level 5 Battlemaster Fighter / level 1 Rogue. She's real good and stabby and a kobold.
Very stabby, exceedingly stabby these days. I was redoing the overlays, and I was thinking, God, if you get to level 3 Rogue, your title is going to be very long. Level 5 Battlemaster Fighter, level 3, whatever. Are you gonna keep leveling Rogue, or you think you're gonna?
I think I'm gonna keep leveling Rogue.
I
Yeah.
do 5-3.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Magnifique. Everybody else is just playing the one class. Over on the opposite side, over here, it's Blue Jay. Blue Jay, tell us about Arcturus Vuvaxa.
You can say my name now, and I like that. Arcturus is a level 6 Triton Tempest cleric. He is now going to multi-class into as many different classes as possible, just so that my description can be longer than Ichi.
Nice.
Cleric, druid, barbarian, fighter, wizard.
You know, you joke, but in earlier editions of Dungeons and Dragons, playing a fighter mage cleric or a fighter thief mage, like if you've ever played any of the like Eye of the Beholder games or like Curse of the Azerbans, like all that shit, it was like, yeah, I'm just going to be all the classes. And in fact,
if you're playing a solo Baldur's Gate run, you need to play a mage fighter or mage fighter thief.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, totally. And in fact, to that point, if you were playing a really early version of D&D, to be allowed to become a bard, for example, you had to level up a bunch of other classes first to qualify. Bard was more like a prestige class.
Huh.
Interesting tidbits from the history of Dungeons and
and
Dragons.
now they're just nothing.
Haha, take that, bards.
Wow.
Take that.
Nobody loves a bard.
Well, we don't have any bards in the party, but we do have a sorcerer. Dave, tell us about your character.
Malik 6 sorcerer dragon bloodline fire.
Boom. Nuked.
Good.
Did it. Fantastic. Alignment, fire. Damage type, fire. Everything else, fire.
Yeah.
Eye color fire.
And then coming to us from a random location rolled on a table, it's Andrew as Little Fox.
Yeah, Little Fox is a 6th level violence type Pokemon.
Violence / dinosaur type? Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. She's a barbarian. She's a furbolg. She is Ishi's best friend.
I would love to invite anyone who is this particular type of nerd to go ahead and just speculate about what all of the other characters are if they were Pokemon. Please. That would be good for me.
I
mean, water type for Arcturus.
Well, water
Yeah,
and thunder though, right? Thunder's a
Water
type.
and thunder
Yeah,
type.
water and thunder.
Yeah, water, thunder type.
Malik is a fire type.
I couldn't work out.
Fire
man.
dragon
Too
type.
difficult.
Fire now. See, Malik's got an evolution path ahead of him. Right now, he's just fire type, but his final form is definitely fire dragon type. Yeah, Ishi started as dragon normal, dragon violence type.
She's like what's the one that's a fish that later turns into a big sea
Wow,
monster?
you just got Magikarp.
Magikarp. I'm not a Magikarp.
I'm a Magikarp.
So I've told this story before a long time ago on my channel. I had this conversation with someone once where I was like, if I was a Pokemon, what type would I be? And before I even finished the sentence, they were like normal type, and I was like, oh, it hurts.
Oh,
It
the
hurts so
pain.
bad. I am not a Bidoof. That is a harsh burn. All right.
You are.
You're a bit of a Bidoof.
You're the Bidoof. Get out of here. All right. I've suffered slings and arrows long enough. You are some short walk away from the forbidden city of Omu. wherein dwells the dark necromancer Ross&C, whose sigil is the purple triangle and who's responsible for at least some significant percentage of the undead wandering around in this grim peninsula.
He didn't get much of a marketing budget, did he? His symbol's a purple triangle, like it's not.
Yeah, like he went on Fiverr and just was like, I don't know, like an inverted
design
blue.
me a thing.
I mean, he also needed something that could be pasted up on foreheads simply. Like we're not talking about. I mean, I guess the Nike swoosh is just a little like check mark.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He needs a better advertising agency. Is what
I don't know, Adam. Could you draw a perfectly accurate Nike swoosh?
No.
Freehand?
No,
I don't know if you could.
I really couldn't. Yeah.
I don't think you could do it.
I mean, I guess that's the thing. He knows his internal graphics design department is not
He
great.
got it done for
Yeah.
exposure. Is the problem? Yeah.
Right. Well, I didn't want to spoil it, but yeah, the second last boss is Rasensi's graphic designer. You have to defeat him first.
Yeah.
He's very obtuse.
No, he's already died of exposure, actually. He's already been defeated.
Just a body.
So
okay.
much for a short pre-time.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
that's fine.
lead this party
Let's do the thing. So
party bus. to
this
Omaha.
this may well be because of the high speed movement rate of the party now. This may well be the last wilderness wandering until you decide to leave Omu. So let's see how the weather is today. Let's
That's
get
presuming that we do leave Omu ever.
yes,
again.
yeah. I mean, you could leave Omu for the grave.
Eventually, our corpses will be raised by the necromancer and sent back out into the
Yeah,
jungle.
there you go. And then we leave Omu.
There's hope.
Yeah.
Are we going to finally encounter the first D? We have seen the second D already, but now the first D,
We'll see.
a dungeon.
Oh, also, I owe you experience for
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
fighting
yeah.
the
You go-
Tyranno zombie.
Pay what you owe
Are we resting?
because we get to rest now.
Yes,
right?
because it's the end of the day. Yeah, there was no more
Cool.
other encounters that day. So let me find how much I owe you.
How much do you owe me? I have 42 hit points. If I wouldn't have rolled, I would have more than 42 hit points.
Look at
Why
this
am I like this?
beautiful
Yeah, but you
transfer.
also would not have experienced the amazing
Exactly what I asked. Like when you did it, I think I said those words.
Why
As
are
it
you
was.
like this,
Mhm.
Blue
Yes.
Day?
Okay.
Which I rolled too.
Why are you like that?
I think everyone had an eye roll.
Let's see. Okay. So we got that much, and then we add.
I rolled everything for my character, so like not rolling now would be.
I know it's a.
That only works for Ishii, though.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm a sub. If we can we roll to see if Azaka loves me?
No, there's no rules for love. We talked about this already.
Okay, if I roll a
Dungeons
1.
and Dragons doesn't care about love.
If I roll a 1 on this die, she
Okay.
doesn't love you.
If you roll a 1, she doesn't love me. Are
Only
gonna roll
you have
a
a
D1
4, a
if
5.
I-
Oh no!
Dick, you rolled a
What
D1.
are we gonna do? It's random. You can't argue with the dice.
Okay, it's a
That's how it
D1.
goes.
No, that's
Thank
not.
you,
There's
I-
only
yes,
one possible.
I
Yes.
love the
I mean,
idea.
I rolled it.
I love
Alright.
the idea of a physical
Eight.
D1.
So everybody gets 1,038 experience.
The amazing thing about a D1 is that you can roll. It can have any number of sides as long as they all have 1 on it. So it's any shape.
Yeah, it's a
Kinda chuck it.
non-Euclidean.
1,038?
Yeah, sorry.
1038. Yeah.
Oh
1038.
man, I'm at 15559.
If you manage to get to 77,777 experience, you unlock a cool bonus ability.
I want that.
Well,
Can I have it?
let's work on it. I like how Automod, this is just for folks who are not pursuant to this. Automod just tried to block someone from saying it's a Mobius strip because it was sexual content.
It's strict.
Ah.
isn't it?
Automod gets
Strip.
turned on by the idea of infinity.
I wonder how much certain streamers that we know who have strip in their name get.
Yeah,
Automod.
get modded out.
Yeah.
All right, so you have your experience. You rest after the battle with the enormous Tyrannosaurus, and
we eat some crappy goo,
mhm,
so
mhm.
don't mark off rations.
the next day is rainy,
Lovely.
and you set out on your adventure.
Onward.
So, is there a blessing of Astitia today?
Yeah, I was just switching up my spells, but let's bless this mess.
Okay.
Ooh, Histitia
All right, so
is
7.
also agreeing that Azaka will never love me.
This is the part of the adventure where instead of going to Omu, you just get lost for several sessions.
Yeah, we just clear every single hex around Omu. Like I just can't hit it.
Inadvertently. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll roll this.
If we miss it hard enough, we can go to the Land of Ash and Smoke, which seems like a fun place.
I want to go to the mountain with the dragon in it.
Not right away, you don't.
I also want to go to a mountain with a dragon in it, but
Oop, there it is. Okay, so we'll use the first one. Okay. And oh, very nice. Okay, so you do have an encounter today.
Okay.
Can I get a D20 roll from someone?
Sure.
Doesn't
I'm gonna
matter
do
who.
it again. I want a dragon. Fuck.
Okay, Elf was the first one in.
I
so
win.
You do. You win. You have the highest personal initiative.
I was too busy yelling.
Is it a handsome Cyclops, Adam? Do we
uh,
need a handsome Cyclops?
Is it another
Okay,
T-Rex?
so I'm gonna have to justify this. This is the 4 halflings in the 4th level of the dungeon situation. So that morning you set out into the jungle, distant from any source of water that might be around you, and you trek out towards Omu, knowing that soon the Forbidden City will lie in your path. And I think a few hours in, you push through the brush, and you find sitting before you in the jungle a perfect, like fresh out of the artisan's workshop canoe
What?
with 6 paddles, just sitting as though someone purchased it, set it here, and then disappeared.
What?
Just sitting out in the jungle. So you see this canoe.
This seems a lot like a trap to me. There's no good reason for this to be here otherwise.
Is it better than our canoe? I look at the one
Well,
that
we had
little
to
foxes.
leave
You
the
ditched it. You're not dragging your canoe
We
around.
ditched it.
Oh, we
because
did.
when we
Oh, because the
flew,
flying, right?
normally we would be carrying a canoe around
Yeah.
like a bunch of
Painted
idiots.
painted on the side of the canoe is a beautiful azure and sky blue scene of waves. There is someone there's a figure riding atop a glistening dolphin. It is a well-muscled man with long blonde hair shining in the sun, holding a battle axe aloft as he rides his dolphin across the waves. This is painted on the side of the boat.
I wonder if the Lathander guy got here before us. This looks like something that he would, but there's no river.
This boat has never been used before. It is like clear. It's never like there's no marks from the bottom of the river. There's no scraping from it being dragged. It's just
Perhaps there is
sitting
a
gently
planar
here.
portal nearby.
I poke it with a stick.
Okay, it clunks gently when you do.
Well, it's actually there. So
Little Fox
mean,
just like shoulders past you and says like, "Boat's ugly," and then is like checking out where we're going to next. She's not interested in this
Yeah,
boat.
are we just like
It's too
forging-
tacky.
It's a boat, like forge on away from boat.
Wave goodbye to boat.
well, perhaps we should mark where this is for when we have to. Well, if we leave Omu, or just leave, and Little Fox is like walking farther away, like, or we just leave it. And then I like run after.
Okay, and big picture, stepping outside of character for a
Yeah.
moment, I'm thinking we're gonna walk back this way, and like maybe we'll hit this river again, but it's gonna be a
It's
long
a
walk.
long walk. Yeah.
I hope
So
it does the Skyrim thing where we like go in there and then when we leave, there's a cave exit that we didn't find before.
Yeah.
yeah,
you drop
there's, like, a
drop
secret
down
door.
10 feet and then you just can't climb back up for some reason. It's a frictionless wall, and then you go out and you're standing right next to Port Nyanzaru, like it's a sewer
Oh,
exit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a sewer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Extremely
I guess we-
contrived.
very pretty painted boat behind.
Okay. All right. So you continue on your way.
and this is the line of travel.
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah, and you'll get there at the end of today. And that's
Sweet.
That's great.
Or will we?
So yeah, unless you're lost. So the afternoon goes by. passes into evening. The sun begins to dip behind the horizon, and all of you have a passive perception of 12 or higher, right?
Yeah.
No, okay, Malik, you're the only one who doesn't. Maybe you've got a bit of a cold. You all smell a stench of decay on the air. This just horrible, like rotting meat smell. And it's wafting your way on the wet breeze.
Let me guess. Smells coming from where we're going, huh?
I mean, you could stop and try to figure out what direction that's coming from. It's being blown on the wind. But yeah.
I don't smell anything.
Can I
What is
shoot,
it?
like a perception check?
Yeah, make a perception check, totally.
Yeah.
Sniffing the air. Oh yeah, got a 20.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got 19 passive, so.
Yeah, exactly. You're very perceptive. It's wafting down from the north, so you're coming kind of like across the path.
I don't think it's coming from Omu, or where I think Omu is. Anyway,
I mean, we've run into plenty of decaying creatures on this path. Perhaps it is more of them. They can't all be confined to the city. Maybe they are scouts. Perhaps we should hide.
something that smells that bad, it might be another big thing like the dinosaur. That was. I don't want to do that again.
Oh, poor Ishi. I would prefer to avoid it as well. Should we attempt to go around the creators of this stench?
Well, I mean, if it's coming from that way and we're going that way, we should be okay.
Yeah, so if you wanna avoid it, yeah, you can either like stop and see if it passes, in which case you're gonna be delayed getting to Omu, or you can hustle. You can put the speed on and try to put it behind you before whatever it is gets closer to you.
Although, our luck being what it is, if we were to try and just continue onward, we might have foes at our front and our back.
Bring them on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe speak for your own luck. Mine's fine. I think we can just pass it by. I'm not interested in.
You can probably keep moving, I think.
Yeah, so we'll hustle on then.
Yeah.
That seems to be
Yeah.
the majority vote. Okay.
Everybody just make because now you've gone from like walking to jogging, and you're carrying all your gear and it's weight and
like
stuff.
a con-
Yeah, everybody make a con save. Just say DC 10.
Boom. So con.
Mhm.
Many con.
We are all very fortitudinous.
Hell yeah, you are.
Yep.
Okay, great. So you jog on, leaving the stench behind you, and as promised, oops, I want to delete Omu. As promised, that evening you arrive at the forbidden city of Omu.
Done.
I've got like a whole other map and handouts, and like this is the beginning of chapter 3. So
Chapter
let's
2 was really long.
let's take a look at the city of Omu. So I'm gonna
Wait,
need
what signaled chapter 2?
It was the end of when you left. What's this called? Mesru. Or
Okay,
sorry,
man.
no, not Mesru. Mbala and Orlunga. Like that's the
Right,
beginning.
right. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the evening cutscene of your arrival. Sorry, I just have to drag you there because I've got all these other maps.
All good.
So we'll take a trip to Firefinger first, and then let's see.
Malik has a shudder for some reason.
And a real quick trip to the wreck of the Star Goddess. And then off to Omu. Okay, so as usual, folks in chat, you're going to get to see my version of the map of Omu. So there's little bits and pieces here that the players maybe don't have access to. So watch your spoils. I'm going to drag the players over here, and then I'll put tokens on the map. Y'all will probably end up just seeing darkness for the first few seconds while I grab your tokens. All right. And grab the tokens. and then we'll get to go and take a look at Omu. So I also have a handout version of this if you want to see it like independently and move it around yourself.
Yeah, we see the whole thing.
Okay, good, perfect.
Yeah, it's not dark.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so welcome to Omu. We'll use Ishi as our indicator of where the party is. You are down here.
Okay.
Because you were approaching from the bottom.
Started from the bottom. Now we here.
And you can see the scale there on the map. And I'll give you your handout version of it as well, so you can.
All right, new plan. Go swim in lava.
Yeah, there's a huge lava map. So there you go. There's the full map that you can use and pop open yourselves. And I have, of course, some box text that I can read you about Omu. Let me just find it.
Give us that sweet, sweet box text.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the Forgotten City of Omu, as you can see, it's in a deep, like a crevasse, basically. So the jungle parts to reveal a dead city enclosed by sheer cliffs. Ruined buildings and stone boulevards rise like ghosts from the floor of the misty basin. Colorful birds glide overhead. A waterfall pours into the basin, creating a swollen river that floods much of the city before draining into a deep rift filled with molten lava. A ruined palace lies a few hundred feet from the edge of the steaming abyss. The cliffs here are like 150 feet, just like drop off. There's thick jungle all around the edges of the cliffs, ferns, orchids, everything is covered in moss. And I think from here you can see that there is aerial life clinging to the cliff sides in places, above and beyond all the birds, but it's at quite a distance. The city itself is thousands of feet. I had to like do the math on how long a mile is. From top to bottom, the city is 2,550 feet, give or take, from north to south.
Half a mile.
Yeah, about half a mile by about a third of a mile, something like that. Yeah, and as you can imagine, like the sulfurous smell of the lava and the boiling clouds of steam that pour continuously from it take up much of that part of the city. So,
and Adam is this the palace you were referring to?
Yes, that is the palace to which I was referring. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. There's several other exciting things throughout the ruins, but yeah, so that's how it goes. We seem to have lost Malik, so now everybody's all out of order. Thanks, Dave. That's okay. We'll wait for him to come back.
Who am I now?
You're Ishi. Arcturus.
Oh, okay, so
Arcturus and Little Fox have been swapped now. So Little Fox, you're.
I think we should duel a dragon for its treasure. That's my plan.
Elf, I guess you're Malik now.
Okay,
I know several dragons.
I don't say anything. I just look at.
No, now I'm Ishi. Okay, hell, now I'm Ishi. Little Fox, you're Little Fox again. All right.
Oh, I'm Arcturus again.
Yeah, now you're Arcturus. Okay, you know what? So the whole overlay is just totally janky now. So we'll throw it a break. We'll take a break here. We'll give Dave 5 minutes to come back, and then we will go and visit. We'll go and visit Omu. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Roll20 Presents Tomb of Annihilation. Bishaba has had her way with us, and now we're done with that lady. So it's just good luck from here on out. Timora or bust. So, Omu. Let's talk strategy. Let's talk about Omu, because I want to know, and I'm sure y'all would like to talk about this map and kind of what the deal is. So this is Omu. You are down here. Kobold for scale. You stand at the top of a set of massive and ancient ruined stairs. This seems like at one point it would have been the sort of proper entrance to the city. If there are others, they've been long worn away by time and ruin. But this is the remaining entrance. Now, you could skirt the city and climb down the walls if you want to go in somewhere else. This is definitely the most obvious path into the city. And you would be clear and visible to anyone that was looking coming down the stairs. If someone was watching, this would be the place they'd be watching. However, this way you don't risk falling 150 feet to your death at the forest floor below. The city itself seems probably more like clogged and choked with vines, trees, and plants than even the map depicts. It'll be slow going once you get down there. Picking through the foliage and making your way through Omu it'll take some time. And the city lies before you. So what do you think? What do you think?
Do we have any idea of where in the city Ross and C would be like set up?
I mean, look for the edgelordiest structure, and
The
you
one
can.
Ruined
that's standing
palace.
in the middle of the fucking lava shit.
Could be.
That looks
Seems the likely
edgelord.
one, or this place in the middle of a big circle thing,
Yeah.
I mean,
or this Colosseum-y, half Colosseum thing.
so can we
amphitheater.
do like a Mesro thing where we like do the city in grids and search for like
So
clues?
this part of the adventure is absolutely not montageable. You actually have to tell me like where you're going and what you're doing. I've got a very detailed key about what everything is in. The
For like
city.
all the buildings and everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this like a boulevard? This raised area
Yes.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the road.
Yeah. There's another one that used to cut across it here that had a bridge, but the bridge just looks like it's broken or gone.
Okay. We don't necessarily want to call too much attention to ourselves. I don't think that we have enough rope to make climbing down 150 feet super feasible.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like our best bet is to just enter as quickly and quietly as we can, and then like,
We could wait until night.
is that going to necessarily
work
be
our way
better?
in.
Do we have Volos? It has UNT in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can they see in the dark?
Well, 1T aren't just one thing.
They are several things.
They are several things.
I don't know that.
And I don't know, like they're broken up into like True Bloods and Malisons, Abominations. There's a bunch of different types of
Dang.
1T. Yeah. Some of which I'm sure can see in the dark. Others may not be able to.
And dark vision is generally limited to a certain range also.
Yes, that's true.
60 feet.
I mean, so is regular.
However, if Rasensi is the kind of necromancer that can raise like an entire jungle's worth of corpses, seeing in the dark is probably not a troubling situation for him.
Yeah, I don't know that entering during the night when 3 of our 4 party members.
Yeah, I mean, you're standing here at twilight, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we are. Okay, then I guess we should. I would think we should get into this business when we're more able to get a feel for it during the daytime when we can see without lighting a torch.
And why don't we make our way to this first structure?
And try to camp there.
That's probably where I'd put my first guards as well.
Do we need to enter this at night? Who knows what creatures lurk in there? We should camp outside the
longer-
city.
The longer we hang around, even in the vicinity, the more dangerous it's going to be. I think we want to move.
Better to have a building.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure of the. Whatever. I will go with you if you wish to enter the city tonight, but my preference is to back a little ways into the jungle and enter by daylight.
See, I have a completely opposite preference in that the daytime makes my eyes hurt and the nighttime is great. So, up to you.
This is really our best bet to make a start. Twilight.
Yeah, to press on down to that structure and explore that as night falls.
What does it look like from here? Because
It's
it
got,
kind
like,
of looks
walls.
like it looks like there's a building, but it's hidden by a box of some kind.
So they're crumbled down walls. It looks like a from here, like a ruined building that's either missing its roof or was never built with one. There's rubble lying all around. You can see. Make a perception check, Malik. I mean, it's only a few hundred feet away, but there's like plant life and shit everywhere.
17.
Okay, yeah, you can see that it's covered in graffiti. There are drawings and etchings and stuff all over it. Yeah, there seems to be an iron, like a rusted iron portcullis. You would guess that this is a gatehouse to the city beyond. Like people would have to pass through this before moving into Omu.
Sure. And while I'm looking, the area that looks like it's a dip down.
Yeah. You'd have to climb down there, but it's not that far of a drop.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, can I gauge from this?
No, you
angle?
can't really. If you got closer to it, you could get a look. But yeah, it's not too far.
Okay. Well, I expect, even in its ruined state, this is still useful as a gatehouse. So as we approach, keep our eyes open.
Always.
Would you want to scout, or do you think we should stick together?
Sure, if you want me to take a look, I can take a look. I'll sneak up to the building, and if there's nothing there, I'll give you a whistle.
All right. I'll move a little bit closer down the steps so I can assist you.
So you're
like-
like spreading out. So Ishi's gonna go first, and then Malik.
Yeah,
And how far apart are the two of you?
Yeah, the plan is for me to stay about 120 feet away because that's sort of my assisting range
Mm-hmm.
as she goes out to scout. But if she needs any,
So, I mean, I'm just gonna like stealth up to the building, Adam.
Okay.
basically.
So moving quietly. There's not a lot of like cover, but you're short, and you can stay close to the ground.
I'm little, and it looks like there's a lot of grass and
Yep.
like
Yeah.
tall foliage. So, stealth roll 20.
Okay. Cool.
nice
right.
sneaky.
Okay, so you approach the city, and you descend down into the area, and I think as you get closer to it, you can make out more detail for this particular building. So it's the city's guardhouse, right? It's a guardhouse that stands near the entrance to the city. You can see as you get closer arrow slits cut into its limestone walls, which are now obviously crumbling. A lopsided iron portcullis hangs open over the gateway, rusted shut in the open, or I guess rusted open. Beyond which you can see an open plaza. Yeah, and you can't really see what's inside from here. You have to go in and take a look.
I can do that. I'll sneak around in there.
Okay. I'm just checking really quick.
Yeah, it's fine.
on the
I know you've
details.
got like a lot of text to go
There's
through.
a lot of
with
shit to do. Yeah. Okay. All right.
this. So I'm kind of like here.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you get down into there, and it looks abandoned. It doesn't appear like there's anybody around. And as you get to the entrance, you cast a look back at Malik. Malik, can you make a perception check? Okay, Malik, you can't see Ishi anymore. Ishi's being very stealthy, and you've lost track of her.
I mentioned to the others, maybe you should try and keep an eye on Ishi as well. I think she made it to the building, but maybe she's not.
I mean, I have found the place abandoned. Like there doesn't seem to be anybody
On the
here.
outside, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know about the state of the inside. Is there any way for me to gauge that, Adam?
Yeah, you can go. You could just go inside.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So It looks like the interior has collapsed into rubble. The floor is covered in what used to be the roof and the ceiling. There are creepers clinging to the walls and high grass sprouting between the flagstones amid evidence of long-dead campfires. It looks like this is a stopping point for most people. Like most people who are coming to explore the city stopped at the stairs, decided, let's go check out that house, stopped there, rested. There's camps and trash laying everywhere, and the walls are covered in graffiti, in paint and etching, and they're mostly in common. So, at a glance, you see the biggest ones say, like, fear the fangs of Ross and Sea, and all hail the king of feathers. There's others.
Dead, open inside.
Exactly. Don't dead, open inside. There's lots more, but you would have to like examine them more closely with them.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is like I said I would do, whistle back to my friends that everything's clear. I'm like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You hear the all clear, Malik.
Do you have your own signal whistle? I think I
have like a little bird sound. I think probably as close as I can get as a lizardy.
I was gonna say, do kobolds even have lips? Can you whistle? It'd be like a nose whistle, probably.
Yeah. Probably. But I'm sure that little Fox is familiar with this particular.
Yeah.
All right.
So maybe Malik doesn't recognize it, but Little Fox does.
Yeah, we'll join you, I think.
And so when we hear that, Little Fox just starts walking in, tromping over.
Head down to meet with Ishi. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna take a look at some more of the graffiti, Adam.
Okay.
In case there's anything that will tell us anything useful. I mean, the King of Feathers is an interesting title.
Yeah. So I'll read the stuff that's legible. So fear the fangs of Ross and Sea is written in big bold letters in paint. All hail the King of Feathers. These are all they seem to be by different people. Like they're in different colors or whatever. Some of them are, like I said, scratched. In smaller letters near to the exit door, you see graffiti that says, Eric, I've gone in search of the 9 shrines. V. Someone else has written, the puzzle cubes are the key. But then someone has painted over that, beware the frog monster.
Okay.
Someone has written, who is Unk? Like UNKH, like about a dozen times in the kind of like all work and no play, make Jack a dull boy. Like, who is Unk? Who is Unk? All over the place on one wall. There's the big all hail the King of Feathers. Someone has scratched, the snakes are not what they seem. And then someone else has written next to that, no shit. And then someone seems to have been using the wall to like work out a puzzle or something. There are some words in this that everything else is written in common, but you don't recognize these words. It says Kubazan, and then bravery, and then Shagambi, and then wisdom, and then Moa, and then a big question mark. And that's the graffiti you find.
Is there a handout of this graffiti?
There is not. No, but I can copy paste it from the description for you if you like.
That would be super helpful.
Okay, so Malik, do you write it down?
I would in my cool notebook once I got there. I'd be like, "Oh, how interesting!" And then if there's
I feel like the anthropologist in you is like, "Oh yeah, what does this all say about the culture of adventurers and whatever?"
And if there was anything that was in languages that I didn't know, like I'd make sure to try and copy it like symbolically, like what it looks like. So I'll throw that in the quest log at the bottom.
Okay. If you're doing it, then I won't bother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gosh.
So since we're settling down to camp and we're in a suspicious place, Adam, I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Using my Furbolg passive.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I Detect Magic.
All right. So what's the range on Detect Magic?
I don't actually have the spell listed. I just have a thing that tells me that.
Yeah, you can look it up in the thing. I think it's like 60 feet.
I think it's
Detect magic is 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay, how far do you go? Do you want to walk around the building like searching or?
Yeah, she'll hunt about.
Okay, it's like dark now. So how much do you want to do before, like, is someone lighting a fire or?
Little Fox will have her like candle lit that she's sheltering with her hand, and she just walks the interior of the building, like the full rectangle, trying to sniff out if there's anything magical.
Okay.
And yeah, the range is 30 feet, centered on me, lasts up to 10 minutes.
Okay, so you spend 10 minutes doing that, I assume.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. While you're doing that, why don't you also make an investigation check?
Cool. Because yeah, she's also just like looking around.
Right. Exactly. You can do both. All right, 19, not bad.
I got a
Okay.
19.
So nothing in the area is magic. There's no illusion or nothing, no magic trying to like repel you from the place. Everything is as it seems to your mundane senses. And yeah, like this area seems to get have gotten a fair bit of traffic. Even the most recent plant life is pretty like trampled down. And the inside of this place has been used as a campsite, a dozen
numerous times. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, satisfied, Little Fox comes back and helps like set up a camp.
Are we going to light a fire, or should we? It's the weather's rainy.
It is rainy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should. If this has been safe before, there's no.
Just because there are remnants of other people's camps does not mean that they were successful in escaping this place. They could have died or been captured.
Right, but we don't see signs of a struggle here. It's one.
No, definitely. Yeah, no sign of a fight or anything like that.
So Little Fox will make like a really small fire that's just enough to like heat some water or whatever, like the most kind of minimal thing that we would need in order to. I guess we don't need to cook because you can conjure food.
Yeah, the fire is for the fire is for.
Okay,
okay.
So then I do. Yeah. So she'll make that setup. This isn't like a nice warm fire. It's not pleasant. It's just like meager.
Okay. Let's call it like about as powerful as a torch.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's a torch? It's like 30. Is a torch 30-30?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 30 bright, 30 dim.
Okay.
All right, and so I need to feed myself and Ishi. Yeah.
I already got a
Cool.
ration taken off.
So I dock the 2 rations for that.
Okay.
Basically, Elf, I've got enough for 14 days for the 2 of us.
Okay, cool. I'll keep my eye out for any potential food sources.
Yeah, and once she's done cooking a meal on it, she'll douse the fire.
Okay.
And then try to, she's set herself up a place to sleep that's kind of in the lee of one of these walls so that she doesn't get rained on quite as much.
Yeah, there's a little area that you can sit in and rest.
Yeah, definitely with the back to the wall, trying to keep an eye on if there's a bit of the wall that's crumbling a little bit more. So actually it's really dark, so I can't really see anything, but just trying to have the most advantageous setup if someone were to come upon us in the night.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. That sounds good to me. Okay. All right. So you set up camp in the dim glow of this sort of hissing fire, right? Because the rain is coming down at least partly on it, right? Because you can't completely block it. And you set into rest. So let's talk about watch orders so that we don't have to ask every time. So what is the order in which you split up the night?
I think we've generally made it that Arcturus is last because he has to put on his armor.
Right, so you put on your armor during your watch.
Right, yeah. I wake up and put on my armor and then do my watch.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
And I think Little Fox can take first watch because she's the most physically hardy, and so the day of traveling doesn't wear her out the same way it does the others.
I'll take second because it's probably the darkest.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, then process of elimination.
Yeah. So Malik is third watch. I think that's a sensible routine for them to have.
Okay. All right. So Malik, you're first on watch.
Third.
Oh, you're third, right? It's Little Fox's first.
Little Fox is first on
I
watch,
misheard that.
then Ishi, then Malik, then Arcturus.
Little Fox, I'm gonna write it down. Little Fox.
Yeah, because this would be consistent all the time.
Malik, Arcturus. Yep. And we'll talk about when we get to it, when we get to the need. Nice. Lima. Okay. So we'll talk about marching order when we need to, when we get there, because there will be times where you're the 5-foot marching order or the 10-foot marching order. So
Sure.
We'll get to that. Okay, so you all settle in around the campfire to rest. And yeah, and the rain, let's see if it keeps up overnight. Yeah, so the rain stays up overnight. You've got a bit of a shelter over you, so the fire doesn't go out completely, but it's pretty miserable. And I think Little Fox, let's see, because I think for you, I think this event takes place during your watch, this first night thing. Okay, Little Fox, you can hear the plinking or the sort of spattering of rain down in the murky kind of flooded ground around you, but then you hear something else. Like there's a difference, a sudden momentary change in the pattern of white noise. It's not like a distinct sound, but you like your hackles go up.
Yeah, can I make a perception check to try to figure out like the source of this?
Yes, you can.
All right, let's see how I do. Good, 21. And this is Little Fox like slowly, as quietly as she can, like standing up and looking around and like listening.
Mm-hmm.
And like slowing her breathing so that she can hear more clearly.
There seem to be people. Someone is like approaching your fire. You can hear like a splash of something heavy in the water that sounds like it might be a footprint, and then there's like quiet. You hear some shifting or shuffling out in the dark.
Yeah, so she'll wake Ishi up with a hand on her mouth so she can't make noise, like just holding her little snout shut, and like it's Little Fox's huge head like in super close. And she says, "Someone's near. Need you to go look."
I'll take a look.
And then like lets you go and scout things out.
He gets up to check outside. Like, I'm gonna stick my head out basically and like look around.
What's your dark vision? It's pretty good, right?
60 feet.
Okay. How far away are you willing to get in this search?
From the building?
From the party, from the rest of your friends.
Like, I want to be able to see the door of the building.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's this area isn't all that enclosed. Like the walls are kind of crumbly, so you can kind of like go through like the rubble.
But essentially, she never wants to be out of sight.
I don't want to be out of
She wants
sight.
to be able to see me.
Sure, of
and
course. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Whatever else.
So
yeah.
you get about 20, 25 feet away from Little Fox, who's like watching after you. Little Fox, while this is happening, are you doing anything else? Are you waking up the other two, or are you going to wait for Nishi?
Yeah, I think she'll start quietly waking the other two. She's paranoid enough to value like safety against their getting good sleep, basically. Yeah. So yeah, she won't take the risk, and she'll.
Okay, who are you waking up? Who are you waking up when we roll initiative?
Okay, so it'll be Arcturus, I think.
Okay, all right. So Arcturus, I'll get you to make a. Let's see how fast you wake up. I'll get you to make a Wisdom save. Let's call it like a DC 13. If you succeed, you'll get an action on this first turn. Malik, you're asleep until something loud enough wakes you up. Okay, no. So you're all groggy. You won't get a turn on this first one. So Ishi, you peer around the corner and you see 3 figures moving through the swampy ground towards you. I will show you the handout of what you see. But they're... At first, you're like, oh, it's people, right? You see like a head and two arms and legs. But I think... I love how many like creature handouts I have. Let's see what we see here.
But really, there's Zorbos.
There you go. This is what you see.
Oh, Malison's. Okay.
So you see that it's a human. There's 2 legs and 2 arms, but then you spot the hissing head of a dark-skinned serpent.
Have they seen me?
They're looking. They're creeping up on your camp. Yeah, they can see the campfire. They can see the light. They see you. Let's roll initiative.
Okay.
But Adam, I think it's really important to note that they have very sexy abs.
Yeah, they're very ripped. They're super ripped. Let me bring you over. I have a. I'm gonna bring the map to you instead of like dragging you through several other maps. That's a smarter move, Adam. Do that. And I apologize in advance for reusing this ruin map. I just didn't have.
It's all good.
I didn't have one that fit better.
My immersion.
Okay. So that's what you see. And Ishi, you see I think. Let me look at your dark vision. Yeah, you can see one. You see one of them, and then two more shapes behind. So you don't know if they're all the same. You see three shapes dimly, but one of them visible right down there.
Okay.
See that guy?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, everybody go ahead and start rolling initiative.
Cool.
I'm not the best here.
Didn't you narrate that you put the fire out before we went to bed, Andrew?
I think it would make sense to have a small fire over the
It's a
course of the night.
torch-sized
Otherwise,
fire, it's fine.
yeah, like otherwise it's me
Just
sitting there in the complete darkness,
Pitch black.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. Keep
Which would
watch.
be-
Yeah.
pretty useless.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have my dark vision? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so I've got all my rolls going. Everybody's rolled. Okay, so Ishi, you spot this Sneeple, and then you get to take an action. What would you like to do?
How high is this little rock in front of me here?
It's like
This-
wall height to a person.
wall?
Yeah, oh yeah. You could hide completely behind it. You could like shoot your crossbow and then hide behind it.
I mean, my plan is bow twice, bonus action like tuck behind the wall, or like move action tuck behind the
Yeah,
wall.
it'd be a move action. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna pull my bow out, shoot twice at this this freaking snake man.
Snake man. Okay, do it.
All I can think of is Sneeder. Literally all I can think of.
Sneeder.
That's why I laughed.
All right.
13.
13 is a miss, I think.
Yeah.
Let me double check. Chances are pretty good. No, actually 13 hits. You hit him right in his sexy abs.
Sweet deal. 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I short bow again. 24
Yep.
or 7 damage.
Okay.
And I guess we haven't rested yet. Oh
No.
no, we had a long rest since we last.
You had long
fought.
rest since the last big fight, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to decide if I want to action surge and just keep shooting. But I think I'll save it for when I can rapier because I can.
Yeah.
Away.
okay.
So move action wise, I'm gonna sneak myself behind this wall here.
Okay. Two quick shots. The Wanti like hisses back at his companions, and is like in the middle of like bringing up his bow to fire back at you.
Cool.
Okay, so you are out of line of sight for him now. All right, so let's see. He's gonna move.
They hiss interlopers at us.
Yeah, they hiss it angrily. They're tired of your interfering in their plans.
You should use Needleman's weapons.
Okay, so he moves up here. Yeah, human body with a snake head, and he's gonna fire his longbow at you. He has to make 2 attacks, but you have cover, so I'll give you a +2 to your AC.
Cool. Nope.
So miss, and then a miss. Okay, so 2 quick shots, boom, as the arrows fly, and they bounce off the walls, and do not hit you. And then back here. You see another one. Up this way. They're coming at you from 2 angles. And this one, I think he's going to move to get a clearer shot.
Keep in mind, Malik is lying down.
Yeah. So he's gonna move up here, and he's gonna shoot. Yeah, he can't reach Malik, so he's gonna shoot at Arcturus twice. I guess actually Arcturus is prone too, so he'll just shoot at Malik twice. So disadvantage.
All right, I'm for the first one. If he hits, it's a crit, right? Because I'm incapacitated.
You are, yes. Yeah. Okay, so
I cast shield as a reaction in my sleep somehow.
I'm having a nightmare and I cast shield.
Okay, miss.
So he misses somehow at 10 feet away.
Well, it like goes into like the bedding, but
Yeah,
like, just
exactly.
between Malik's arm and chest or something.
Dungeons and
He
Dragons.
misses again.
Well, no. Also, he has advantage against you, right? So that second one.
But
second
he would
one's
have
a hit.
disadvantage for me being lying down.
Oh, that's
so-
right. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
So he manages to
Cool.
shoot.
He shoots. He misses you at 10 feet away with a bow twice, even though you're unconscious.
Look,
Do
he's a
I wake
snake
up?
man, not a bird man.
I mean, you know
Yeah.
what? If we were here for non-ludonarrative dissonance, then we would be playing a different game. Okay, so he fires
Do I wake
twice,
up?
and then ducks behind the wall again.
Do I wake up?
No, because it doesn't hit you. You're still asleep.
There's like an
Yeah.
arrow
So
between
there's
his
an arrow.
legs,
Yeah,
like
I
an
think
arrow
this is
right
this
next
is
to
the
his
cartoon moment, right? Where like he hits near you and you like roll over and then he like shoots your pillow and you like roll over and like pull on it and like yank it free.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other sneaky snake men. They get these ones are awesome. So another one appears, and this one I think he's just gonna like run, charge. He's gonna charge at you. He appears in the entrance of the thing here, and these guys are even cooler. These snake men, they're described as having a human head and body, and snakes for arms.
What?
Snakes for arms. Let me see. Do I have a type 2 to show you? I don't think I have special art.
Snakes for arms?
Snakes for arms. Yeah. Yeah. Got a snake for an arm. Yeah. So that's
Just wait till you see what type 3 has. Though.
exactly. Yeah. So
Snakes for
you see this snake woman. She's wearing like scale armor. She's like a human face and like long black hair. And then she unfolds her arms and she has snakes on the ends of her long sinuous arms. And then they snap open, hissing, and she like comes running forward.
How do you do anything?
And she
with
can actually
snakes
okay
for
now you'll actually so she hisses angrily at her companion like, you idiot, let me show you how this is done. And she attacks Malik. So this time she has advantage.
Snake
2 bite
arms.
attacks using her snake arms, her
Why?
snarms, if you will.
And the auto
An
crits.
arm.
And this one is an auto crit. Yeah, the first one is then you wake up.
Yes.
Okay, but she misses somehow.
Wait, I thought she has advantage.
Oh, that's right, because she doesn't have disadvantage because
Yeah.
you're yes. So this one does hit. So let me roll the base damage again and the poison damage again. So another.
Peter.
Hang on. Let's see if my cartoon boy luck.
Okay,
holds
when
up.
he's lucky.
Come on.
Okay,
Roll
so the bite
bad
attack
one
is a +5 to hit. Okay,
Yes.
cartoon luck holds. So she's like,
Cartoon luck
ah, and
holds.
like lashes out with her snake arm, and again just like bites the ground as you like roll away. You're having a really bad dream, and then she gets one last attack. Here we go, at advantage because somehow you're still asleep. There we go. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think.
Okay.
I think we'll have to take that.
All right, so you're gonna take 7 plus a d4 in piercing damage. Okay, so you take 10 piercing, and
Okay.
then another 4, 9, 10, 11 poison, and you are awake as fuck.
Ow.
Yeah.
And there's this woman. You awaken from your dream, and there's this woman with snakes for arms. One of which is like stabbed into your neck, and she's like looking at you, and then the little snake is like in your face. Okay, so that's the first type 2. There is another one. There's more splashing in the water, and then this one moves up there. And let me reveal her on the map. I guess this is a man with snakes for arms. So Ishi, you hear splashing. Maybe you think it's the guy with the bow, and then you see a human head peer around the corner. He's got like a long goatee. Human head peer around the corner, and then his hands go blah into like cobra. Like he opens his hands and the cobra hoods pop open, and like they hiss at you, and he
This is ridiculous.
hissing at you with his hands.
Some nonsense here.
Arcturus, it is your
Complete
turn. You're
nonsense.
prone. You don't have your armor on, but you are awake enough. Little Fox is looking over you. Little Fox, do you say anything?
It's not my turn yet, Adam.
You're
I don't
trying to
think.
wake
You can
me?
still speak. You're waking Arcturus up.
Yeah, she was waking Arcturus up, and she doesn't. At the time that she started saying this, she had no idea what was coming for us. So she just is like shaking you awake, and she's just like, "Wake up, wake up."
Now I'm just thinking about reverse Wanti that are snakes with humans
Snakes
for
with
arms.
people.
Hey, buddy. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm good. What
But-
are you doing?
Snakes don't have arms, Adam. That's why that's impossible.
All right, fine. They have humans for a body. I don't know.
That's the only reason why it doesn't work is because snakes don't have arms. Though.
All right. So Arcturus, what are you gonna do?
So I want to stand up And I have a question.
Yes.
Standing up and grabbing my like shield and hammer.
Yeah, that can all.
okay.
No, you can't get both.
You
Equipping.
can't have the shield.
Yeah, equipping a shield is an action. So if you want to use your whole turn, you could stand grabbing your hammer, then use your action to equip your shield.
Okay, if I don't have my armor on, I need to have my shield. So
I agree.
Can I?
Oh my god, Trogdor is a reverse Yuan-Ti. I just realized that. He's got that big beefy man arm on the back of him.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Can I equip my shield and then do my hammer next time and do a spell?
No.
No, your
No, because
action.
the shield takes a full action.
Yeah.
The shield takes.
Yes.
you gotta
Put in a
strap it
shield.
on.
You strap it on, tighten the straps, like do the whole thing.
Okay, so it's not
Whereas-
that it's one or the other. It's just that the
Shield takes
hammer takes
Shield.
less time.
The hammer
Okay.
you can do as part of a move action.
If
Okay.
you just stand up with a hammer, Blue Jay, you can wield it in two hands and do more damage and be a huge, impressive badass.
No, what
Yeah.
my dog is doing.
And then
then
get
maybe
snake
die.
hand to death.
I snake hand to death. I think that I'm just going to stand up and equip my shield and my hammer, and probably like look around and be like, "What's?" Oh,
You still have some movement if you would like to enact your movement as well. You still have half your move.
I'm gonna go defend Malik's whole life. I'm
Okay.
gonna defend-
None of the water around here causes difficult terrain because it's
Well, not-
it's very shallow.
Okay, well, I'm gonna like get up and be very confused, and then be like, "Malik, you," and then go like
So,
threateningly.
yes, I'm
stand.
aware. I'm being bitten by
There's
a
literally a
snake.
snake like biting Malik right now. It's like, "Ah."
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm ready. What about a bonus action? Can I do a
Yeah,
bonus action?
you can take a bonus action.
Fish whip.
All right.
Fish whip.
Conjure up the fish whip.
The whippy fish behind the one
Okay.
in front of Malik.
Give me a second to get your fish whip token here.
the mighty fish whip.
The fishiest whip.
Fish Tishia calls forth the whip, and you're attacking which one?
The one that's attacking Malik.
Okay, yeah. So the fish whip appears, snaps out with its kelpie wrath, and like whips around the woman's neck and like yanks her backwards. And she
Is
like
a 14 enough to
snarls
hit?
at you. Yes, yeah. Roll damage.
Okay, question. If I cast the fish whip at higher than second level, when I cast it the first time, do I always do more damage?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
a better
Yeah.
whip.
Okay, then I cast it at third level.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
I
you
do-
got to say that before you cast the spell.
I didn't roll the damage yet. You don't have to say what the level is until you roll damage.
You rolled to hit. If you had
That's-
missed,
yeah, that's
if
not
you had
true.
missed, you wouldn't have done it, right? Necessarily. You have to say it before you do anything with the weapon. So you rolled to attack, so it's at its regular.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll do the regular damage next time. But it didn't roll extra damage anyway.
Oh,
Well-
yeah, also you failed that save, so you shouldn't get any of this turn.
What do you mean?
Remember you failed your like wisdom
Well,
save
that's
to
why
wake
I
up?
was prone.
No,
instead of-
that's why we were supposed to skip you. But that's okay. It's all happened already. So
Yeah.
you deal 5 damage to the Wanti,
Okay.
and we will move on.
What is the spiritual weapon supposed to do? Damage increases, but it didn't when I rolled. That's just a 1d8. Weird. Okay, well, it doesn't matter because it didn't roll at third level anyway.
Yes, exactly. So you still have that slot. I think it has to be 4th level or higher to do any more damage, but yeah. Okay, Little Fox, you can go. Rage?
Yeah, so she was like waking up Arcturus and then just like turns, sees a snake person going after Ishi, and there's just the like super loud bellowing roar that like echoes off of the walls of this, the like cliff walls nearby or whatever,
Mhm.
and she runs at this one that's fighting her friend.
Okay.
And in fact, I will stand here, and I'm gonna hit it with a hammer because it's not okay to mess with my friend.
Boat. The boat charge.
Okay, it's a Bodal
15.
cry. Yep, 15's a hit.
So for 9 damage, and then the second attack, 24 for 10 damage.
Okay, cool. All right, battle is joined.
So yeah, goatee Snake Man is all like, yeah, and then just gets fucking belted with a hammer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Goes tumbling, and we scuffle.
And then, let's see.
Am I too groggy?
Yeah. You don't get this first turn because you were asleep at
Okay.
the beginning of the
Even
turn.
though
Asleep
he
at the
got
beginning of the turn.
woken
Asleep at the
up.
beginning of the turn. Plus, don't push me because I gave you a free turn already.
Yeah, it was an accident.
So
It's fine.
there's another 1T. You can't see it because it's outside of everybody's vision range, which means it's hidden. But it is firing arrows at you, little fox. So it has advantage to hit, and it fires 2 arrows.
Yeah, it'll break its stealth.
Yeah, no, but it's invisible because it's
but
in
it can't be
darkness.
seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you the direction that the arrows are coming from. Right there, from like over here somewhere.
I get my little FPS like red indicator.
Yeah,
thing.
you could take ranged attacks into the dark if you want, but
I'm gonna just run over there and smash it with a hammer.
So I got a 17, so it's a hit.
Right, because you're attacking with advantage, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So you take 4 damage in that first attack.
So 2 damage. Yep.
Yep, and then a second shot, which is a hit for 3.
So for 1. The thing is, Adam, is that this Yuan-Ti will run out of arrows eventually and have to come into the light.
Yes.
So
yeah,
it's all good. It's like the Manticores all over again.
it really is. Okay, so let me.
The Manticores.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just keep it invisible. Okay, so back to the beginning of the round. Ishi Snaggletooth, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab this guy in front of me with my rapier. I don't have my shield because I'd need to take a turn to equip it, but I have my rapier, so.
Okay.
Kwacha, 19.
Yes, that is a hit.
For 13 damage.
Okay.
And then another rapier attack, 25
That's a hit.
for
Yep.
9 damage.
Okay.
And then I will action surge. And I will
add your sneak attack.
yeah, I should on one of these successful ones, but I didn't do it on these 2, so it'll be other than the next one.
Okay.
We're rapier.
That's a hit.
27 because pack tactics, and 15, and we'll add a d6 to that for 3. So
Cool.
You're stabbing the fuck out of
And
me.
then-
You are. You got
and
snake
then-
blood all over you.
And then the next one, 22
Yeah, that's a hit.
Should have
for
been sneak attack.
9 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you kill it. Just like a series of very sharp, fast attacks.
What happens is it turns around to look at Little Fox and is immediately eviscerated from behind.
Yeah,
Like-
pin cushioned. Totally.
Jeez.
and then I have movement. So what I'm gonna do? Okay, I can't get up there.
Just get close to this other one because it was
yeah,
shooting arrows, right?
You want me to like move over here? Definitely.
Yeah, we'll clean up the outside. You're gonna have to go deal with the one out in the darkness, I think.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run back and help.
my dark vision should be able to see it fairly soon.
Yeah, let me reveal it for you. There you go.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, the 1T in front of you, as you run towards me, throws his bow aside, draws a scimitar, and takes 2 attacks.
I just realized that the reason why the Yuan-Ti with snake arms couldn't use the bow isn't because its mouth couldn't hold the arrow in place. It can't like bend itself
Yeah. Right.
and have enough tensile strength to
Okay, so this one, I think actually it's gonna try to use a thing on you. Can you make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw for me, please? Ishi. So,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw. You said.
Yeah.
Did not make it.
Ooh, okay, so as you come running up, the Yuan-Ti stares at you, and is this one of the snake head? This is the snake head guy. Yeah. He
this
stares
one
at
of
you,
them.
and his eyes widen, and everything gets kind of blurry and like falls away as he stares at you and kind of like tilts his head back and forth. You start to get dizzy and wobbly.
Is
and
this one of those trust in me moments?
Yeah, I was like, some Jungle Book shit.
Yes, yeah. So the Yuan-Ti suggests a course of action that you might take, which is that you should probably protect it from Little Fox. This snake, which is now your new friend, says, "Little servant, the beast wishes to kill me. Protect your master." And it sounds like a fucking great idea.
Cool. Is there an actual like ability for this that I can read?
Yeah, I can't drop it. It's a suggestion spell.
It's a suggestion spell.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You.
Well, I mean, if it's just a suggestion, I mean,
it's magic suggestion. Yeah. So that's the thing. You have to protect it.
I
And
just want to know what my like resistance options are.
yes, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. The list here, I'll post it. This is one of those things where like it says right at the end how you could do it, but I don't think like I don't know. Malik would have to make an Arcana check to know that, right? Like
I would know firsthand. I owned that spell. For a
yes,
while.
yeah. So Malik would know, but Malik is busy right now and doesn't know that Ishi is being.
Sure.
So we would have to damage Ishi, which is very unlikely. Not
Yes, Ishi needs to take damage.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so that's that one.
So I think what I do, like just immediately, would be like turn and be like, "Stay back!" You know, like pointed my sword at Little Fox just to see if that does anything, because I'm supposed to defend.
Yes. Yeah. So this isn't like he didn't say go kill Little Fox. It was like protect me.
Yeah.
And then oops, and I close Roll20. Good job, Adam. And then I think he's gonna move behind you, so that your new friend Snake Boy is protecting you, or you're protecting him. Cool. Okay. So yeah, it's like exactly save me. So sorry everybody, I hit a button on my mouse that moved me away from Roll20. So now all my tabs are gone, but that's okay. We can do this one at a time. Okay, so that was that guy. The second one over here. This one
the fish whip isn't actually like in the
no,
way,
yeah, it can move
so.
through the fish whip. Malik, same thing. You need to make a saving throw.
Sure, wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom save, please.
Yep,
Okay, all right. So it tries to snake hypnotize you. It does not work. And that's it for the type ones. Oh, sorry, this one's gonna move. So this one moves back over there. Protect me, Ishi. You're so brave and tough. All right. So now the type 2s, they're gonna go. And these are the snake arms. So snake arm lady is going to attack Malik again with her snaky arms. So this time you're not unconscious, but you're prone, so you have advantage.
What's that thing that paladins can have where you can like defend?
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, I want you to re-roll.
Okay.
Well, I will re-roll that for you.
Yeah.
Because that would just kill me.
Yeah, totally. So this is your second of 3 luck points.
So it misses.
Okay, and then the second attack.
Wait, isn't it +5?
Yes, I have 15.
It's got 15.
Okay, 15.
Yeah, it's
no.
close. The second one hits. You take 14 damage.
Okay.
So the first one, she snaps out, and you instinctively just like pull your blanket, which is like lying on top of you. Pull it up in front of you, and you get her. She gets her snake arm all tangled up in the blanket, and then she uses the other one and slashes out, and it bites you on the cheek.
Okay.
And then
not looking super good, friend.
There was another type 2, but he's dead now. Okay, Arcturus, it is your turn.
Yes, it is my turn. So let's see. I want to get this snake arm.
To answer your question, chat, these snakes began as solids, but as soon as they interact with Little Fox, they become liquid snakes.
Okay, I cast Spirit Guardians to have magical dolphins surround myself, and
I played a Yuan-Ti character once. Her name was Malison Bree.
Why didn't that go? Did I not do it? I thought maybe I didn't do it. Did I cancel it? I might have canceled it. Submit instead of cancel.
Recast.
Am I going crazy?
It's not come up.
Yeah, we haven't seen it.
I'm going crazy.
All right, so magic dolphins fly from you and spin around.
Yeah,
I really need like I'm gonna make a note to get a dolphin sound effect for my soundboard for next time.
Like Gerald Dolphin chirping.
I'm gonna probably steal it from like Echo the Dolphin.
Perfect.
Oh man, that Mega Drive.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
Here we go. Does this work? Does it not like me?
Check it's not opening the confirmation box underneath another thing.
No, I pressed the confirmation box.
Okay. Well, what do you need to do? You just need to roll damage. So just do it manually.
Yeah, but I need to roll. I don't.
Wait,
roll
no,
damage
you don't do anything. Nothing happens
until they go.
So you cast a spell. You're gonna move or do anything else?
My spiritual weapon's gonna slash out, and that does 1d8 plus.
If it hits.
If it hits.
Yeah.
So I roll. Let's see if this one will do what it's supposed to do. Yeah. Why
Woo!
is my spiritual?
Fish whip?
Why is my spirit guardians just not digging it?
Shush. You're not invited to the game anymore. Fish whip is in charge now.
Okay.
Fish whip? How much damage do you deal, my friend?
13
fishy damage. All right.
13 fishiest damage.
So the Malison is still like she's being choked out by the fish whip and just like lashing with her snaky arms. She's mad. She's taking damage. It's not going well for her. Plus, there's magic dolphins swimming.
Yes, Lisa Frank's
around.
magic dolphins.
Perfect. That's great. Okay. You're good, Arcturus?
There's no way that I can like get in the way of this thing attacking Malik.
You're not a
so
paladin.
I'm just gonna like attempt to, I've got my shield up, I've got my hammer, got my magical dolphins, and I'm just like, stay away from my buddy.
My shield, my hammer, my fish whip, and my magical dolphin.
Awesome. All right, Lil Fox, it's your turn.
Okay. How tall or problematic are
No,
these
they're walls. They're like walls, like
they're the full on? Okay.
full on. Yeah.
Cool. So then movement is going to look like...
As soon as you walk by me or near me, I'm like, there's one down there, like pointing further away from my friend, the like other guy. I'm like, get that one.
I'm just going to go here. Can I occupy the same square as the fish whip?
Totally.
That works too.
Yeah. Ishi was like, stay back. And Little Fox just like looks at her confused for a moment and then just books over to the other part of the fight.
Nice. Okay.
When you should yell stuff at you, you understand.
Yeah,
I get it. I'm going to beat the tar out of this thing. So I'm going to recklessly attack this time.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, first hit for 10 damage. I'm rolling real low on damage today. And then my second reckless attack, 19, almost there. For 13 damage. So 10 and then 13.
All right.
And lots of shouting and knocking down a little bit of this wall next to me and, usual stuff.
Okay, cool. All right. So the Monty here is going to move, and as it goes by, you see it, Ishi. This one, the one down south, is a human up top and a snake down south. It has a human. It's a snake centaur. Basically, it has a human head and upper body, but its lower body is a long, sinuous, enormous snake tail that's like carrying it through the.
You guys really need to like uniform their whole deal.
Yeah, turns out when you're a horrific abomination, shit is complicated. And it's gonna shoot arrows at Arcturus. So Arcturus, 2 shots on you with the longbow. Poing. There's the first one. It's a hit for 7. Can you make that Constitution save?
A sneetar.
Nice. And then a second arrow, which is a miss. Okay. Malik.
My armor class is only 12 right now.
Oh, right. So you take another 10 and need to make another save. I forgot that you're unarmored. Thank you.
I did not forget. I'm probably gonna die.
Nope. Okay, so you maintain the dolphins. Maintain the dolphins.
These are some high maintenance dolphins.
Yeah. All right, Malik, you can have a turn now.
All right, let's use these 2 hit points.
A sorcerer at 2 hit points is 100% as effective as a sorcerer at full hit points.
It's true. It's a true statement. I don't feel like being here anymore. If I Misty Step, am I still prone? Do I?
Yes.
teleport
No, you don't
lying
get a
down?
free stand.
It doesn't adjust your stand. Yeah.
That is reasonable. So what I will do is I will Misty Step over to here. I will stand up.
Okay.
I will use my Firebolt on the one that they're fighting.
Why don't you like my dolphins, Malik?
Because I don't want to be in melee.
Okay.
But you could not be in melee and still.
You don't have to be in the dolphins. The dolphins are obnoxious.
I also want to get as much cover as possible, so
They make really high
The
pitched
dolphins
sounds.
are protecting you, Malik.
They're not. They're not doing him any benefit.
Yeah. If he stays in the dolphins, the snake things take 3d8 damage when they come and attack him.
They're gonna take it no matter what.
I deal shitty damage roll.
11
points of damage
Okay.
to that one.
Sure.
So I've used half my movement, and then I am going to into the corner.
Okay. Sounds good.
And just like try and press myself up against the wall in the corner. And be like,
Some classic horror movie logic of I better run away from my friends to be safe.
Okay. So
But it makes sense.
Ishi, it's your turn. So we need to talk just real quick about what the suggestion means. So because I know you want to go attack that other snake man.
You said defend me.
Yes.
You did not say defend us.
No, but it's defend. You have to do like.
All my friends are
No,
over there.
I understand, but this guy is not attacking the other serpent. Leaving this guy to go fight him, I think invalidates. Like the suggestion is strong. It's strong magic. You failed to save. I think going off and leaving him alone to do something
my
else.
turn is stand here and do nothing then.
Well, no, but you like I can hear you're getting salty about this, but that's what the spell is for.
No, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
my turn.
So,
That's
but
all
what are
I
you
can
doing?
do
Are
then.
you gonna like take the dodge action? Are you gonna hold an action?
Because I have to defend this snake man. I move directly next to the snake man, and I take the dodge action.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah. He, you walk over and he like caresses your shoulder, and like he doesn't smile at you because he can't because he's a snake. And he just looks at you like, yes, good.
oh my god, this will just last up to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Because
It's a scary spell.
Yeah, it lasts forever, like forever.
Yeah.
There's no
all right.
like secondary save to it.
Nope.
Yeah.
If one of the UNT attacks her.
Oh, also no, I can't because I took the dodge action. That was my action.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So okay, so the type 1 back here, that little fox is all up on. Let's see. 3 suggestions a day. Okay, so he's
Wait, it has to take damage when it starts its
Yeah, that's
turn.
right. It's got to make a save. What's the DC?
The DC is 14.
Okay. And it's a what kind?
Wisdom.
Gets it. So it's half damage.
So it's half damage. If this will cast, my spirit guardians hates me, so I'll just roll 3d8.
Yeah.
I'll delete that and then like drag it back in. So 7 damage.
Okay.
Radiant.
Excellent. All right. So it's gonna use suggestion on little fox. Can you make a wisdom save, little fox?
This is
You have
just
inspiration.
Yeah,
You
I
use
will.
it.
I will spend inspiration. Yeah, no, I was planning to. Oh, don't worry. I know I have a
If we're
reputation
both charmed, we all die.
of
This is a
failing
test?
these. I get
Okay.
18.
okay. So the test worked. I just like
Okay. All right. So it stares at you, hissing, and then nope.
And then Little Fox just like like shouts in its face.
Okay. So that's it for those two because this one's not gonna back off.
it takes the damage too.
Yeah, it already took. No, I'm not moving on
No,
yet. I'm not
not.
done with my turn because I'm still the type 1 can still move.
They don't look any different, so it's really hard to
Um,
know which one's going.
You know what? I think actually make the attack of opportunity, Little Fox. Because there's no way it's just gonna stand there and let you pummel it.
Okay, cool. Bloop.
Okay,
I
yeah,
get
you
it.
hit it as it runs. Or turn. That's not like fleeing, but oof.
I do 8 damage, which is the lowest amount of damage I can do.
You know, it's 8. It's 8 for free. Okay, and then he ducks back around this wall, and then you can't see him. Boop. Okay. All right. So, meanwhile, the type 2, the only remaining type 2, is gonna go ham on the biting. So she needs to make the save, and it's DC 14 Wisdom. Oh my god, you rolled snake eyes. Okay, this time takes the full damage. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Should I roll again?
Yeah, because that one wasn't the actual roll. That was just you were testing the macro.
13.
Okay, so she takes 13 damage, and then she's gonna attack you, Arcturus, to try to break the spell.
Okay.
Snake fist.
Snake fist.
Snake fist strikes the fish.
Snake fist. Nope.
And then the second snake fish bite attack.
Snake fish.
Nope.
Also a miss. So you're just like, like ducking and like snap, 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 trying to get you. And it's your turn.
To Neo I will ever look.
It's your turn, Arcturus. What are you gonna do?
There's a snake fist lady in front of me, and I'm not about that. I'm gonna spiritual weapon, which will deal 6 force damage to snake fist lady.
So she's been struggling with this fish whip the whole time, like slowly like constricting her, and she like is trying to get you, and I think the whip is pulling her back. Like I envision this whip as being animated like carpet from Aladdin.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
so it's just like and it's making the groaning sound as it like tries to pull her away, and she's snapping at you, and then her eyes sort of bug out, and she's like and then Jabba the Hutt's onto the ground dead.
Cool.
Fish whip.
Fish whip ended her, and then I will use my move action to I think I can just get next. I can't get to within touching range of Malik, I don't think.
Okay.
Wait, okay. So I press I
pick up your token.
Pick up my token.
Hit the space bar.
Hit the space bar.
Move your token.
Move my token.
To the point where you're going to change direction. And then you hit space again.
It didn't work.
Oh my god, you're terrible.
Every time.
Every goddamn time. So you have 30 feet of movement. You can go there.
Okay, well, I go to there then. I'm really bad at this.
Next time I'm at your house, I'm gonna open your Roll20 and I'm gonna show you how to do it on your keyboard. You'll figure it out.
Adam's gonna do it overly personal trainer style, where his hand is on your hand and he's clicking with us.
Okay, I am going to tell
Some 80s
Malik.
music plays.
Get your. I can't hold a spell in. I can't hold the spell, and
you already have a concentration spell going. Yep.
Never mind. Then I can't do anything for Malik because I can't do another bonus action. No, I have an action.
So what are you gonna do with it?
I was gonna try and heal Malik, but
I know what you were gonna try to do, but you can't.
I can see. I'm in the doorway. I can see. There's this fella 60 feet away. So I'm gonna guiding bolt that fella.
Okay, sure.
18 hits.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Let's go. For 13 radiant damage.
Excellent.
And now it's all glowy.
Okay. Not literally. It isn't actually glowing. No. This isn't fairy fire.
It's not fairy fire.
Okay, Little Fox, it's your turn.
All right, so this big thick wall over here.
Yes.
Yeah, how tall is it?
Like, you'd have to stop, make an athletics check to climb it, and then you could jump down. It's like 10 feet.
10 feet? Yeah, so I can move.
We can't move straight to it, right? You got to move around the corners and stuff. But
yeah, but I've got like 45 feet of movement, so I figure I'm good. And my plan is to, let's see, I can do it. Bloop. Bloop. There we go.
Show
I
off.
I don't know why I can't figure it out.
And still raging, so I get advantage on this.
So you run up to the wall and just like jump, basically.
Yeah. She just is gonna like vault up and maybe like catch onto one of the lower bits of wall and then like do the like 2-stage jump.
Yeah. I mean, standing, you can just put your hand. Fuck it. You just soar over the wall like a leaping gazelle. It's beautiful.
She could. Presumably, she could muscle up to it because she can reach up 10 feet.
It's like a hobby horse for anybody else, and you just vault up over it.
Yeah. So can I plop myself down on the other side?
Yeah, you'll take damage because you fall. It's just a little. It's 1d6.
Yeah, I'll take 1d6.
Okay, you take.
Hit me with that damage, Adam. I take 2 damage.
2 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, so she like lands really heavy, and like one of her feet like sinks into the swamp. She kind of stumbles forward a bit, but she's just on her feet on the other side of the wall.
Okay, and that's your turn.
That's my turn.
And so you have one more turn to like for
rage. My rage will go away if I I think it ends now.
I think
no,
so.
it's if you don't take damage by your next turn.
No, it's. I think it's.
Oh, but also I took damage this turn because I took the fall damage.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That was
keeps
what I was
me
thinking.
angry.
Yep.
I think. Okay. Yeah. So it'll stick.
Falling makes you angry. Okay. All right. So this dude.
2.
Let's see.
Stupid walls. Stupid gravity.
Let's see here.
Will smash gravity.
I hate gravity. Ugh, it's always holding me down.
15 feet out. Shoot 2 arrows at Arcturus. And then move again. The other 15 feet. So type 3, snake body. 1 shot. It's a miss. Second shot. Also a miss. You're lucky. And then 15 feet back. Okay. Malik, it is your turn.
Okay, I say to Arcturus, I was like, where is one?
And I point in the direction of where I put my guiding bolt, like that way.
Okay. Yeah, and I. Oh, there's no way I can really do this, is there? Let me just do the 20. Can't get me. Yeah, I can get myself back behind the wall-ish. Okay, so I pop out 20 feet because you're in the doorway. I scooch past you.
Yeah, and you can just like maybe barely see the corner of this guy.
Yeah,
Half
he's
cover or
in
disadvantage.
What's that?
Which kind of cover would it be?
The highest possible one. That
So,
isn't
like,
that isn't
disadvantage.
obfuscated. Yeah.
Okay. I'll cancel out the guiding bolt advantage with.
Wait, I thought it was the
Isn't it
highest
just
one
that
is
the
plus
AC is
5.
It's just his
Fire?
AC is +5, yeah. Yeah, he's not
sorry.
obscured or
Mistake.
whatever.
And he's in low light, but he's not totally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 3/4.
All right. Well, I'll take the first roll with advantage then. I'm going to cast the spell Scorching Ray, and I have to tell you beforehand, so I'm going to aim all 3 at this dude.
Okay.
15 against AC 17 is a
You miss,
no.
yeah.
Um,
And that's the first attack, so the advantage is gone now.
is it worth spending the lucky point? No. Second one.
Yeah, the luck point is like equivalent to just rolling again on the next roll.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a hit, yep.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus damage. So I just, that's 13 points of damage on that one.
Awesome.
It won't count next time, but I can't toggle it on and off really easily.
Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just ignore it on the last one.
Yep. Last one. Miss again.
Yeah, that one's a miss.
And then I use the rest of my movement to
Dip back behind cover.
actually. Do I want to? No, I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points and speed up to a bonus action, a firebolt on the same target.
Okay.
Need to kill them as fast as possible.
I think it's weird that the Malisons are all pretty similar. Nice. They're all pretty similar stat-wise, but even though some of them, they all have bows, or the ones that can use bows have bows, they're not all poisoned arrows. It's super weird how they were designed. Nice. 26?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Good stuff. That one is still up.
Yeah. And interestingly, I do get the extra +5 damage on that because it's the first damage roll of each spell, not for each turn. It's not like sneak attack.
The first damage roll of the spell you already made, though?
Nope, it's for each spell. You only get it once. But every spell that you cast, you get +5. That's how.
Oh, so like all 3 rolls are the same spell.
So yeah, in the
Yes.
previous Scorching Ray example, they're all part of the same spell. Yeah.
So all three of these would have had the 5 damage added. Okay.
No.
Just one of the
damage
3
roll
gets
per
the.
spell slot.
So yes, that's what you're saying. You don't do another 5.
I do
But then-
another 5 because it's a separate spell.
This was a quickened firebolt, which now.
Oh,
gets
that's
the
right.
plus-
This wasn't the Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it wasn't
Yes.
the Scorching Ray. It was the
That's
different
so
fire
weird.
thing that Malik did.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, I understand. Okay, great. Cool. Okay. So Ishi, you hear Little Fox drop down over the wall on the other side. The beast that this guy needs protecting from. I guess you can see Little Fox there too.
I equip my shield.
Okay.
And I move to there.
Okay, sure. All right. The Malson moves to get you between the two of them again. And let's see, we can get to there. Yeah, and shoot at Arcturus. Okay, Arcturus, longbow. It's a hit for 17.
That actually hits.
Yep.
Why you have so much fire? I have to math. I don't like math.
Okay, so you take 17 damage. You need to make a con save.
I don't know what the DC is.
10.
Okay.
Or no, it's like 5. It's 10 or 10 or the damage, right? I never roll concentration saves.
Yeah,
I think you
Ten
failed.
or half the damage.
Oh, half the damage. That's right. Okay, you're fine. Okay. And then the second shot is a hit for 9. Right,
I am down.
Okay.
Oh dear.
All right. Oops.
Goodbye.
That's the wrong thing. There it is. Okay. So the first shot, thunk, and then the second shot hits you, and you feel yourself get lightheaded, and the dolphins swim away into the seas of the afterlife, and you tumble to the ground. The other type 1 that run around the corner. Let's see. 30. Yeah. Okay. Comes around this corner here. And is going to fire 2 shots at Little Fox. And that's a hit. Do you have the poison damage? Do you have that ability?
3 23s in a row.
Was it? Sorry, Little Fox, was that a yes?
Sorry, do I halve?
Halve.
Sorry, yeah, okay, yes. No, I take half of
Okay, so you take 4 and then 5.
any damage type that isn't psychic damage. So
Okay.
I take total of 9 here.
Okay, yeah, 4 and then 5. And then the second shot
So it puts me at 51.
is, I believe, also a hit? Or do you have 17 AC?
My
Second one's
AC
a
is
hit.
16.
Yeah, so then you take 1 and another 3.
1 and 3, so putting me at 47.
Okay, that's it for that one. There are no more Snake Hand Malisons, so I'm going to cut them from the initiative order. Arcturus.
Fishy Whip is
Can
just
you-
looking really like sad and lonely.
Yeah, it's your turn, Arcturus. Can you make that death save?
Boom!
Wake up! Your fight's not done yet, Arcturus.
Arcturus is like, it missed my heart. Sweet.
So you just like Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction. Wake up, like arrows sticking out of you, like, and you are prone. It's your turn. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to crawl. I have 1 hit point. Is that right?
You have 1. Yes,
Yeah,
1
hit point.
And you're prone.
Okay. I am going to crawl around the corner. And
Do you want to use half your movement to stand?
I'll use half my
Okay.
movement to stand, and then I will cast Cure Wounds on my ass. Cause get off.
Oh, you've got healing magic for yourself now. I see.
You're too far away from me.
I'm
Don't
standing
even.
right next to you. Yeah.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
gonna
So
heal the shit out of myself.
you recover 18 hit points.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you just like duck around the corner and like flood your veins with the healing power of Vestigia. Any
and then I
other
will move. I will
actions?
move my fishy whip 20 feet. Yeah.
That way?
You. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, Lil Fox.
So there's a weird like reverse version of the like Hulk what's her name
Black
scene.
Widow.
Yeah. Where it's like Little Fox is just plopped down and then like you're in between her and this thing she's trying to kill and you're looking like you're
Shield
gonna
up and my
fight.
sword out, you know.
I'm trying to think what Little Fox would do, like if she would fight you or not. I mean, you're her best friend, but also you're acting all weird, and the only way she knows how to deal with things is to hit them.
I mean, Ishi is doing her regular thing and talking way too much. She's like, "Don't come any closer. I'm warning you. I've got to protect my friend over there."
You're also raging, so you're just upset, right?
Yeah, the one who's making your friend do weird things is a good target for smashing.
And so, do Ishi and I still count as allies for the purposes of me moving through her square?
No.
No.
Well, no, because she'd make an attack of opportunity on you.
Attacking Little Fox is a pretty big ask. Like, I'm gonna defend this guy if he's getting hit. If she's hitting him, then cool. But like on an attack of opportunity,
as a counterpoint, this is the like Spider-Man not attacking the burglar thing. Like, you know what Little Fox is trying to do, and being like, "Oh, go ahead and do whatever you want," feels like I get it, but it's also
I just know that if I had suggestion on an NPC, you'd be making these same arguments. So I'm doing the same thing. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Little Fox is going to try to move. Here we go. Space. There we go. Okay. So I guess I can just go 25. It sucks. My normal movement gets me 5 feet away from the guy.
Yeah, there is another target too.
Yeah.
Which I can't see though.
Well, which can't be seen.
Because of the light.
Yeah,
the number ends right at wherever it might be.
Well, and actually, to be fair, you can't see anything because that's a solid wall.
Well, yes, but I saw that it went behind.
Yes, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just going to move to there. So it's 50 feet. And she's just booking it over there. So at least if it wants to keep running away, it prompts an AOO when it goes.
Okay, well, so hold on. So we need to resolve the Ishi attacking.
Ishi can attack me.
I'll guess I'll attack of opportunity because that seems like the only thing I'm gonna be allowed to do. So
yeah, and the attack of opportunity.
You don't have to be shitty about it. Like,
I mean, like,
just
suggestion isn't dominate,
right? But also, like, you all have such a huge advantage in every single situation. The game is skewed so hard towards PCs that arguing for weakness in favor of the PCs makes the game even easier than it already is.
It's cool.
It's important to balance these things fairly, to make it at least feel like it. Because otherwise, I would never use them if we could just lawyer out of them.
So I roll a 13.
Yeah, you miss anyway.
And yeah, I don't need to roll damage. I don't know what I'm doing.
But so yeah, so you take a swing at her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you're passing by, I'm just like, miss. But
yeah,
and I think it's the thing of she like vaults over you a little bit on her way by because you're just so small.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, she comes barreling around the corner, like, does the whole skating in the mud a little bit as she turns and, like, comes up at this thing, but can't get an attack in.
It's cool. Well, at least you got the AOP, right? Like, if it moves away, so that's...
Yeah, you're locking
it down. My thinking is to just keep it from running at this point, because it's going to risk getting smashed.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
So this one... I'm going to move it. It's going to move here. And then, yeah, that'll work. Okay, so it moves out. It's going to take its shots at Little Fox. So 1 and 2. Neither of them hit, and then it's going to finish its move back here behind the wall, so Malik can't firebolt it again. Malik, it is your turn.
All right. All right. I poke my head out again. I don't see it behind that bit of cover. And I think I probably just say, oh, screw this. And I just fireball this square. Because I think it's hiding nearby. I just lob a fireball into this spot. Okay. I don't know whether it's going to hit it or not, because I assume it's like supposed to be dark enough that it's out of the light.
I mean, no, you can see.
It's still in dim light.
Yeah, but also like there's a wall.
It's behind a wall.
Saw it move though.
Mm-hmm. No, it's reasonable to attack that target.
I think
there.
It's reasonable.
It's totally reasonable to just chuck it there. And also, we know that Malik will fireball at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
So it's still it's totally reasonable.
Yeah, so I'll pop it there. fuck, that's cheesy because that actually hits both of them.
No. I don't think it's
fine,
this.
dude.
Well, no. It's fine to hit it there, but I'm not going to make Little Fox or that guy make a save because there's a wall there.
Yeah, there's a little.
That's
wall.
like a full size 10-foot tall wall.
All right, sweet. Okay.
So you do hit this guy. I'm gonna give him advantage because he's mostly behind that wall. I'll give him advantage on a save. But the other ones, like Little Fox, you hear the burst, and this wall probably like starts like it crumbles under the force of the explosion.
Yeah, and a bunch of fire like washes over it, but it's not.
Yeah,
substantial
and even if
enough to
it's spread around corners, it would spread like this. The two of you are blocked behind it.
Totally reasonable. I didn't want to hit that one as well. I want to just kill the one I'm fine.
Yeah. These are the kinds of conversations that are important to have now because later when you're in a constrained area. But yeah, let me roll for this type 3 and see if it gets it. So,
and I mean, I figure it has magic resistance anyway, so
yeah,
cover is
So it's got advantage both from the cover and the spell.
Super advantage.
Yeah.
So it only takes 17.
And yeah, but it's got less hit points than that. You've been weakening it down. So down it goes. So yeah, you hurl the fireball. There's a blast. Suddenly night is turned into day, and then there's a thump and the sizzling snake meat.
I'm just looking over there. I'm like, did I get it?
Did I get him?
Did anyone see?
Do you want to finish your move?
Yeah, I will move back into here, and then I'll like head round and see if I got it this time, I think.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Ishi, it is your turn.
So I would argue, totally different angle. She's done the thing, and it's not supposed to persist over doing multiple times.
No, the snake is still in danger. The guy's still in danger. Like Little Fox.
She did defend him. She attack of opportunity something. We wouldn't let it happen if it was give away a gold piece to every person you met.
No, you could totally suggest give a piece of gold to every person you meet, and it would last for 8 hours, and you do it over and over and over until you ran out of gold, or you try to get gold probably, but like the suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. It's not do it once. It's protect me. It's an ongoing effect.
I run over here.
Reasonable.
And I throw myself to the ground, begging Little Fox to stop.
Right?
Crying and screaming about how Little Fox needs to stop hurting my friend, and you are now at disadvantage for any attacks.
There you go.
Yep. There we go. I like it.
Perfect. Okay.
Smart.
All right.
No, I just met. He's really nice. You don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know if I do. I met him just recently, and he's really nice.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So the snake-headed creature turns to fight Little Fox, and it's gonna make
come at me, my guy.
It's gonna make a bite attack with its snaky head, and gets 21. So you take...
I mean that would be a hit.
Yep,
for sure. 3 and 2.
Yes. Yeah, so you maybe turn to look at Ishi, and then the big fangs like sink into your shoulder. Arcturus, your turn.
Okie dokie. I am still in shock and awe that my glorious god Ishtisha saved my butt from the cold embrace of the abyss. And I'm going to I've already stood up. Well, I think that I'm going to look over at Malik and be like, have you seen where Little Fox and Ishi have gone?
100%.
Over the wall, you can hear it.
I can hear you start screaming.
And you can hear, Ishi crying and groveling.
I would have seen them at the edge of my vision, and I say, round the corner, that way.
Okay. And then what?
It's like, you're not going to heal. And then you start moving away.
Did you literally just take a healing potion from me? It's fine. I start moving away. Okay, let's try this. I got this.
Wow. Clerics.
Do not forget yon fishy whip.
No, I fucking fucked it up.
You also just walked through a wall.
I fucked it up. I'm really bad. I don't know how I can't figure this out. I'm really bad at it.
Where do you?
Arcturus goes to walk somewhere and is like, I don't even know where I'm going, and just bumps into a wall.
That's 30 feet here or any of those.
Yes.
It's
That's
about
fine.
this point, I would say, if you don't get it right, you're not allowed to move it. Like,
Wow.
but I know a much more vindictive person.
You just bonk into the wall a couple of times, like a Robo Rally character. All right, so that's your move. Now what are you gonna do?
That's my movement. I move the fishiest whip to. I think I can get it here.
Yep.
And would Snaky Boy that's in combat with Little Fox have any kind of like plus, or that's a
regular cover, half cover for sure.
Okay.
If he was there, you couldn't hit him, but yeah.
Well, I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
On the Snaky Boy.
Guiding Bolt's such a good spell.
14?
That's it.
That is definitely it. Yeah.
Wow. For 19 damage.
Okay, 19. All right, so let me
19 radiant damage.
something here. He's got to make a save, I think. Well, hold on. I don't see anywhere that says that it's concentration.
Suggestion: concentration up to 8 hours.
Where do you see? I see duration. Oh, that's funny. The entry is wrong. It says duration. Yes. I'm like duration. Yes, it has one. Let me just double check. That's so funny.
It also has a typo where it says
I'm gonna make a note. Dear
the activity isn't preformed.
Fix suggestion. All right, bug report going in.
Fix suggestion.
Does it have a duration? Yes. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Does it durate? Oh, you better believe it. All right, so it's a con save at 10 or 7. So 10.
10 or 9, so still 10.
Still bad. Okay. All right. So you're free. You're free of the suggestion, Ishii.
I come to my senses, just bawling on the ground.
Yeah.
You're not the person I'm supposed to be growing
Wait a
at.
second.
Exactly. Looking up at, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about friends too. Your one real friend is me.
No,
I'm your friend.
Little Fox is no longer my friend. Snake Man is my best friend now.
No, I've been friend dumped.
Yeah, totally. Welcome to the no friend zone. Okay. So, cool. Arcturus, you are done your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Because you did all your actions. Okay, Little Fox.
So I'm at disadvantage.
You're at disadvantage, but you're at advantage if you attack the Malison, yeah.
Yeah. If I have 2 factors giving me advantage and one giving me disadvantage,
it's all just one or you could have 1,000 advantages and 1 disadvantage and it just flattens.
Nope, it's cool. I'm just checking.
Yeah, I know. It's a weird thing, but yeah, I think it's to prevent that exact like.
If I have 2 infinities and I subtract 1 infinity, how many infinities?
Yeah, exactly.
So then, she will swing at this snake thing while yelling "not friend" over and over again while she beats to death.
Oh Jesus, Ishii! God forbid you make friends with anyone else actually that Little Fox doesn't like, because she will beat them to death.
That's kind of what I'm implying.
In a jealous rage.
Yeah, that she will kill anything
okay,
you'd
so
like
you
in a jealous rage. For 12, I really want it to die while I'm attacking it, just for the ultimate.
I don't think you can do enough damage.
And I hit it again for another 14.
Okay, no, you do not kill it.
Okay.
But you pummel it quite soundly.
I give it a drubbing that it won't soon forget.
No, it certainly won't. Okay. Malik, it is your turn.
Okay. What have we got? 5. 10. All right. I see 1 target. It's firebolt time.
Okay.
Shoo.
Yep, and it's a hit. Hold on. Yeah, you've got a better. You're not standing where Arcturus was, so yeah, I think you're fine. I think you're
oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I should have asked.
Yeah, you hit it, and it burns up. So the two of you, I think you're like Little Fox, you're hitting it with your hammer, but kind of like looking at Ishi, like, look at what I'm doing. And you pull the hammer back, and then you go to swing it again, and you like whiff through the like crumbling ash of the thing.
Yeah,
as
it's
it, like,
just like the ashy outline of it as it
burns up from the
it's
inside.
like a horrible, just like a
Yeah, and then it turns to dust, and you blast it with your hammer. Would you like to do anything else, Malik?
I look around. I was like, any more snakes?
Ishi?
There is
There's one over there.
Yeah, and then I say, okay, and I hide behind Arcturus.
Are we safe? No, Arcturus, protect me. All right, Ishi, go get some snake revenge. Get this guy.
Pull my snot-nosed kobold self to my feet again and go and stab this guy with a rapier.
Snakerton was beautiful. I loved Snake Man.
10 is a miss, I'm assuming.
It is, yeah.
And then 11.
Also
I'm
a miss.
blinded by tears. I'm blinded by tears and snot.
Why can't my friends just get along?
Just ugly crying and trying to fight a snake person.
Okay, all right. So, the 1T faced with this sobbing kobold figures it's probably time to fuck off. So he's going to look you in the eyes, Ishi. I'm sorry to do this to you again. Make that wisdom save.
All right, I succeed this time.
Yeah, he looks at you like, and when he doesn't work, he's like, and
the only reason it doesn't work is because I'm like,
and and then he's gonna run away. So go ahead and make your attack of opportunity.
Sure. 15.
Yeah, you hit. You slash at his ankles.
8 damage as he runs away.
All right, Arcturus.
So I can't see anyone.
No. Currently only Ishi can see.
I guess Malik had just asked where someone else was, and Ishi ran after the person. So my likely plan of attack is to also run. I would try and do the thing again, but I would suck at it. Can you help me, Adam?
Okay, where do you need to go?
My thought is that I wouldn't. Oh well, it's smart to try and
That's how far you can get with 60 feet of movement.
Okay, so I do my 60 feet of movement, and I'm planning to try and do the pin thing where Ishi went this way and I'm gonna go that way, and so I'll.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sure Tritons know all about pincer attacks.
Yeah, pincer attacks. Ugh.
You mimic the huge giant crab. Okay, all right. So you go running for it, Little Fox.
Yep. She's gonna come running up behind Ishi, and then step over her.
Just yelling, "Snake, not friend."
Again, I am 5 feet shy of getting to this guy and attacking, but I'll go the 50 feet.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just hot on this thing's heels, blow past Ishi and chase this thing down.
Okay.
But I think that means that my rage ends.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah.
So I'm deraged.
Okay. Malik, your turn.
All right. I try and do the geometry in my head of where Ishi went, where the person might be able to be based on the length of the walls. And then I realize I'm not a wizard. I don't have any intelligence. So go over and sit by the fire and be like, kill it. And then
good luck, team.
I still want healing. I'm not wasting the potion.
Get them, my minions. All right, Ishi.
I'm gonna get up on this stupid snake man, which I can totally get to.
You sure can.
And stab him.
Get him.
Rapier.
Attack tactics.
So 24 for 15.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
And then sneak attack.
Okay.
I keep forgetting my sneak attack.
Yeah, it's okay. You haven't been a rogue for very
Yeah, it'll
long.
be a while.
Five damage.
Sounds good.
And then rapier again.
Oh my god, Malik is sitting by the fire spamming, "I need healing."
15. Adam.
Okay. 15's a hit.
Another 15 damage. That's two max damage rolls.
Nice. Okay. And that's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Malison is going to attempt one more suggestion. This one is going to be on Little Fox. Little Fox, can you make the save?
Yeah. I sure hope I can't. Did I click charisma? What did I just click? There we go. Wisdom save.
Hey, there you go. Okay.
I'm very wise. I have the wisdom of the crayfish, Adam.
All right. So the Malison, I think he's all alone here. He is going to just try to run. So you both can make attacks of opportunity on him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you both hit.
If only I had pack tactics.
Simultaneous team strike.
13.
13 and a 12.
Okay, totally dead. Very extremely excruciatingly
Yes.
dead. So he doesn't even he gets 5 feet and then falls down on his snake face into the goo.
Blorp.
And that's
the initiative over.
Yeah, that's it for them. Nobody is like dying. So
I like run around the corner and I'm like, oh, wonderful. Well,
Okay.
So we are well due a break. So let's take one. And when we get back, you can talk about around the campfire about these horrible snake head, arm, and tailed people. Stick around. We've got more silliness of a serpent variety coming at you right after this.
Snake hands.
Snake hands. This stream is brought to you by Roll20, an easy-to-use virtual tabletop dedicated to making tabletop RPGs accessible to everyone. Join the adventuring party at roll20.net. Hello, everybody. I suggest you continue watching this episode. Except I'm not a UNT. You can tell because I have a human head, a human body.
You could be a pureblood.
That's true. I could. That's very true. You're not supposed to tell them. Shush.
Hold on one second, Adam.
Does it work?
All right, I'm good.
Damn it. I wonder, does the UNT ability work over like the internet? Could a UNT stare into their webcam and suggest that you subscribe to their Twitch channel?
They would be the best Twitch streamers.
Fuck, I wish I was a UNT.
But the problem
would be awesome.
Look, the problem with it is, right, like, you have to define a target, right? So are you targeting the internet? Like,
no. So what you do is at the beginning and the end of every single stream, you just suggest that people subscribe. We do it already. We just don't have any evil snake magic.
That's true.
So as soon as people tune in, be like, "Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel."
Well,
and
you
it's
just one person. Like it doesn't.
Also,
30 feet.
Y'all are missing the most.
The camera's only
deal.
like 5 feet away from me.
I'm pretty sure having a snake head is against the new terms of service.
God damn it!
But
like, that's why you're a
pure
pureblood, because you can't tell them apart from humans.
How many times can you want to use suggestion?
3 times a day.
So three people a day, you would be able to.
Well, no, but see, that's the question, right? Is that this is where when we add this in, like, is it based on? Because it's not based on perception. I don't think you could target it. Would be the problem? Is it because I can't see the people I'm addressing.
Eye contact with you.
You could do it. You could do it with like a call. Like I could do it. I could probably do it to any of the 4 of you one at a time. But not like your audience is a thing because you can't.
Well, but even that is a problem because how do I know if you're making eye contact with me?
It doesn't say eye contact. Eye contact's not a prerequisite.
Oh, okay.
No. You just have to be able to be, again, but Dave brings up a good point. You're not 30 feet away from me, but you kind of are. Like, you might as well be for all the intents and purposes of the spell.
I mean, so you just go to conventions and 3 times a day at the convention, you tell the people, subscribe to my channel.
If I could cast Suggest, I would quit my job and I would go rob banks and I would take over corporations. Like, I would become a much more powerful individual than I currently am.
If the internet counts, could you get a really long telescope or pair of binoculars and the end of the binoculars, like, as the focus point for the spell?
I don't know. I think it's literally how far you are from the target, regardless of perception.
Tie a telescope to a 10-foot pole and like hold it out.
Yeah,
just like look through it, like look into my eye.
But yeah, the suggestion spell and the thing, and this came up. The suggestion spell, Ishi, you do not know that magic did this to you, right? Because it's one of the few spells that doesn't explicitly say like you realize as soon as it's over. So like obviously you know that
gazed into my eyes and told me to do a thing.
Yeah, your dead snake friend. So what is the scene?
Concentration. The spell is over, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't feel you don't have to protect the corpse, obviously, but like the feeling of wanting to do it, you remember it as being your own feeling. Like that it was a good idea. Anyone that observes you could be like, that was magic, and you could probably be like, yeah, that probably was, but you don't know innately is all I mean. So yeah, we fade back in, and what's everybody doing? Where are you? Are you all back around the fire? Are you examining the corpses?
Little Fox has dragged all the corpses into this room of the thing.
No, I've got my own one over here, and I've just dragged it over to the fire, and I'm just putting the snake heads in the fire. I was like, yeah, bite me. Bite me on the
okay.
I like have at this point, like I went to go be like, oh, you've already got this. And I came back to the fire, like on the lookout for other snake people. And I see Malik doing this, like as I'm like kind of like prepping. What is cure wounds? Is that material? Somatic? Verbal. So I'm like prepping the somatic parts of the cure wounds spell and like going around the corner to like touch Malik. And then I see him like, and I'm just,
yeah, I think I'm trying to pull one of the arms off it, like the snake arm off. But I'm not strong enough.
And like I think it probably just like, you know, dissipates. Like I don't cast it because I'm just like, are you all right, Malik?
Yeah, turns out I don't need healing. I'm fine. Kill infinite amount of snakes. I'm just looting this one now.
I like nod and then like say, I think that one's thoroughly dead, and move to like take it away from me.
I was like, yeah, I already looted it. That's what I was doing.
I'm moving.
Has it got anything on it?
No, just their weapons, their arrows, and then I don't actually think they're wearing any armor. They just have scales. I mean, you saw them; they're shirtless, slightly oily.
Yeah, I move it like into the room where I saw the little fox
Shirtless and slightly
dragging the bodies.
Do I need to show you the art again? Look how sexy these dudes are.
The fish whip coils around my neck and just like pets my face. It's also a snake now. I don't know.
It's a kind of fishy whippy guy. Let's see.
How long does fish whip last?
Look at how handsome.
So naked. It's great.
He's not that naked. He's only like...
He's like half naked.
Yeah.
That's the
how thick are the snakes for his arms?
Oh, it only lasts for a minute. Never mind. The fishy whip
they're
says
like
goodbye.
They're arm thickness snakes.
Wow, those are really thick snakes.
How thick is an arm?
Those snakes are like THICC thick.
No, because they don't have hips or a booty.
Yeah.
There's no booty here. There's
Yeah,
no
you don't. You can't be thick with no booty.
Their booty is the shoulder of the guy that has them for arms.
Listen.
I don't.
They all look well, like whatever. There's body diversity among the Yuan-Ti. This one just happens to be super fucking ripped. Yeah, no, they're not the cool snake boys.
So we got them all, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Next time, like...
Next time what, Malik? You were asleep for like 3 hours.
Yes, I was going to say to wake me. And then I was thinking about, like... I mean, I was going to say, like, I don't like being bitten awake. And then I thought of that. Look, I'm really injured right now. If somebody could fix that for me before
I thought you said that you didn't need any healing.
Yes, well, maybe.
Arcturus is like already like on his way into his like sleeping bag.
Forget you.
Maybe I can just sleep it off then.
I mean, if you would like, and he sits
yes.
up a little bit, and you're not going to put my arm in the fire.
No.
It's a good practical joke. You know, when someone's sleeping, you put their arm in a fire, and they wake up screaming. It's funny.
Okay, well, I'll cast Cure Wounds on you so that if we get attacked again in the night, you have a fighting chance. Oh, got a 1. 12.
Thank you.
12 points of sprucing up for your butt.
So these are the things that inhabit this city now. We're expecting to see many more of them.
Probably. Like a lot more.
Yes.
And it looked like I couldn't see exactly what you were doing over there. Be aware, these things can charm. So and the best way of fixing that is attacking the one doing the charm. So if we communicate to each other, if someone's charmed, then Nishi doesn't have to get upset about her new friend.
Wait, Ishi made a friend.
There's just a significant glance between Little Fox and Ishi. When you're like, they can charm people, and Little Fox is just like...
Are we, can I sleep now?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah.
Arcturus just like passes out.
I didn't realize you were a 3rd grade teacher, Matt. Like, damn.
Yeah. Got him. Technically correct. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back to sleep.
All right. So who was doing the predominant, like it was Little Fox that was doing the looting, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Little Fox, the one thing that you find of interest, the snake that I'm gonna need to make a roll. Hold on, let me see. Malik, what's your spell save DC?
16.
Okay, I'm gonna let's give this. It's not magic. Okay, I'm gonna roll, and if it's 16 or better, nope. Okay, so you find the crumbled remains of what used to be a beautiful longbow, but it's been burnt and ravaged by fire.
I like the bow arms, like little snakes.
Yes, yeah, it's like scaled, and it has like you find two like tiny amber gemstones, but they're cracked from the heat. Yeah. Turns out, fireball.
So it goes when you kill it with fire. You know?
It goes, yeah.
You deserved it.
Yeah.
So Little Fox will resume her watch and let everyone else go back to sleep, and then take her turn when her time comes.
Okay. All right.
Okie doke.
So the rest of the night passes. You were not interrupted for more than an hour, so you all get your long rest, and you awaken fresh as a jungle daisy. It is raining. You are in the city of Omu. Exits are out. Where do you want to go?
Go out.
Okay, you go out. You're in Omu. There is a snake here. So yeah, where do you want to go? Do you want to like take a minute to like to figure out anything, or you just set out into the jungle?
Well, we don't actually have this like top-down view. We don't actually have.
You have enough of a top-down view because you came in over the cliffs and like looked down over the city.
Yeah.
So you have enough that you can kind of remember where stuff is. You can tell me where you want to head and stop along the way.
We go here.
You know where I think Rassen's
everybody gets. Sorry, before we continue, everybody gets 875 experience.
Cool. You know where I think Rassen's gonna be? In the ruined palace, because he seems like that kind of guy that have that kind of ego.
I say knowing nothing about Rassen's.
Yeah, but it's a good guess. He's a snaky overlord, so.
Yeah.
And where do we think the ruined palace is?
Well, the entire city is ruined.
That building way over there, the one with the big circle.
That would make sense. Having like a noble district, a slightly more
the place with the big circle looks vaguely similar to the marketplace in Nyanzaru. Perhaps that place above the steamy pits. And I point to the pillar of
That's lava. You don't want to swim in that. It's bad, it's hot, and it'll kill you.
Right. You probably would never have. I mean, the bottom of the. We talked about how the elemental plane of water has like surfaces, right? You're not living in floating bubble cities. So wherever it borders the elemental plane of fire.
It does it? It's a cross.
Oh, that's right. It's like a cross. Yeah. You've never seen lava before in your life then. You have no idea
lava.
what this hot red fire water is.
I thought it was just a color of water.
Yeah. It's the sequel to The Shape of Water.
I mean, you can swim in it if you want. You can just heal yourself after. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yo, I didn't know they had fire water here, Adam. Get lit on some fire water. Let's do this.
Yeah, it's tore up.
Well,
So what do you think? We can't just stand here. We got to go in there eventually.
My suggestion is that we make our way down what appears to be boulevards, and perhaps the road will lead to the palace. I don't know.
Walking down the main street is the surest way for us to get ambushed by anybody who lives in here. But
perhaps if we allow them to capture us, they will take us to Rossensea.
Sure, you can. Absolutely offer yourself.
That is a cunning plan. I like it. Let's do that.
No, it's a terrible plan.
You're right. They would probably just murder us.
And then we can bust out from our binds and be all like, haha, you thought we were trapped, but we weren't. We were actually not trapped somehow. I don't know how that works yet, but we're working on that part of the plan.
That sounds like a delightful story.
First part of the plan will be getting captured. Okay.
Do you remember how long it took you to get
you
out
look
of
at the bodies laying around you of the clearly servants of Rossensea.
I point at the fellow who I was charmed to, the smoldering corpse, and I could be like,
see, he could have captured us. It would have been fine.
Perhaps you can, Malik, you were dismembering that other one. You can take off the head of one and, put it vaguely where your head is, and then use your cape to look as though you were and then just go right in.
That's not actually the worst idea.
He doesn't have enough muscle.
A snakehead.
He's not as big as these guys.
It's true. Yeah. He's like lying there. He's dead, but he's still flexing. Posing for his Instagram.
I'm not sure that it would be.
His name is Ricardo.
Awesome.
He had like 200 followers. Okay, and you killed him.
oh, damn.
We should just move forward to that set of buildings, see what is there, and, continue onward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, Adam, these snake people don't use Instagram; they use Rossbook.
Nice. Or Snapchat.
Well, we could survey the area by the ground, or I could have a look. Otherwise,
You just want to use the thing where you fly, huh? You just want to do that.
when did I tell you I could fly?
I don't know. You're talking about having a look from above. It's pretty easy to intuit. Mage guy flies.
Wait,
I'm not an idiot.
you could fly this whole time, and you
No, I just learned it.
from who?
Innate magical dragon
Probably
powers.
from the flying we did.
Little Fox is in hell right now.
Yeah. Everybody except Little Fox mark inspiration. Little Fox, you're in hell. There's no inspiration in hell.
I really like that plan, Malik. I really like that plan, except for the fact that when you float over the city like an angel of doom or whatever, the like 17 million UNT that live here are going to be like, I wonder what that is floating over the city.
They do have longbows. That's true.
Would it change your mind if I said I could make you fly as well?
No, I don't want to get shot by stuff.
Well, we should move forward to those buildings, or would you like to spend another night here and just
next buildings, let's go.
Okay.
slowly work our way through the masses of UNT that come at us in this place? Yeah, we're gonna go down to here. And
Okay,
see what's
so
there.
everybody needs to make an athletics check to safely climb down this this embarkment. There used to be stairs here, but they've like washed away. So you get to the edge of an escarpment, and everybody climbs
13.
down.
How far is it down?
I don't know, like 30 feet.
All right, teleport down.
You can use a spell slot. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bloop. Okay.
I'm saving all further inspiration for UNT
Charm spells. Yeah. So do you want to search through these buildings?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you set out to these nearest buildings and begin to search through them. Let's get a roll. I need somebody to make a roll. I'll let you do it. Anybody roll percentile dice for me. Somebody roll a D100.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is not an investigation check. This is just like time spent.
Nailed it.
Okay. All right. Cool. So this first building, the set of buildings that you go in, it takes about a half an hour to dig through. And you're searching through, and it's like choked with vines. Part of the wall is collapsed. And let me see what you find. 1, 2, 3. Arcturus. Okay, Arcturus, you as you're walking through the area, you're like stepping over a vine. One of the vines constricts and tries to grab your ankle, but you manage to like jump. You manage to jump free before it squeezes you, and you look and you can see writhing around in the plants the familiar shape of an assassin vine. You seem to have just come too close to it. You can like warn your friends; they're not close enough, and you could all back off and be like, "It's not happening."
Was this like the first thing?
No, this is just during the search.
What does the building look like it is? Like what, like
you cannot tell. Like it could be a residence. It could be like all it is walls now, and like maybe some like shards of pottery or whatever.
You should ask me.
But Arcturus, there's a killer plant. What are you gonna do?
I yell and I jump backwards and I probably like wave my hammer in the air as though it were still attacking me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like the vines, and you know, I'm just waving my hammer in the air, got my shield, probably like closing my eyes a little bit, jump backwards. So yeah, I'll let you guys know, but we can make the decision.
Okay, stay away from that.
So after so you can avoid it. You can just be like, oh shit, nope. Okay, the assassin vine lives here, and you can see bones lying all around. And like once it's clear to you that this is a place an assassin vine has made its home, that's it for these buildings. Like there's nothing else to find here. It's just a place where you could go to die.
But
it's like so many places here.
Is it a place where you could go to die, Malik?
So after divine intervention, you wanna move on and check those other buildings?
These ones here?
Yeah.
Okay. Malik, none of these buildings are like special enough to have a purpose to tell you. Like they're just generic like buildings that you would find in a city. If you find one that has a specific purpose, I'll let you know. But these are just like I said, houses, or workshops. Nothing special. And as you move from each one, you can just be like, oh, this is probably where they made food, and this is a domicile. It's not that you don't know; it's just that there's no special purpose besides housing human, and they're all human made.
To do that is special for me. Thank you for humoring me.
No, of course, and it's important too. So yeah, you search that block of buildings. Yeah, cool. Okay. So
when we get to the secret treasure vault, you let us know, Adam.
Well, when you find a building that is like noteworthy, I'll tell you. But you can still search through the other ones.
I reckon this one is going to be noteworthy because
treasure vault. But yeah, we'll go through the next building here.
Okay, search through those next ones. Okay, all right.
I have one point of order that I would like to submit to you.
Yeah.
Which is, though we spend a normal amount of time searching, the time we spend moving through the jungly bits in between buildings and stuff throughout the course of these days of searching, we're moving twice as fast as a group normally would.
Yeah, can you read that ability for me?
Nope, because I don't have my book with me right now.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Because I don't know if it actually does.
Anytime we're doing like overland travel.
But this isn't overland travel, is the thing.
I mean, okay, yeah, no, if that's fair too.
Yeah, this is like so the game the adventure calls out that you can only move at a rate of 200 feet for every 5 minutes. So you're fairly slowed down. You're picking through. So
yeah, it'd be a ranger ability to increase that, right?
Yeah, because this is like difficult terrain, like tangling you. We're not zooming out.
Okay, right on.
So basically, you get like a certain amount of per day like light, and it takes about a half an hour to search a block of buildings, and then you can move around in the time. So you spend the first little block like moving down into the city. You spend another block of time, another 30 minutes looking through this set of buildings. Then you move on to the next. So let's have you roll. Somebody roll another D100. We'll see what we find in these buildings. Malik, you move into these ones, and they are much like the last. Oh, that's a high roll. All right, so you got a 99.
Treasure house.
So in this building. As the group of you approach the building, you find a strange greenish mold growing on the outside walls. The mold grows to about hip level, but no higher. You can see spores kind of like dotting the outside edge, and and there's like the spores is very much the fungus is very much alive. You can see it kind of like throbbing gently.
Ooh, stuff
I've seen a movie about this. It's Annihilation. Leave. There's bears here.
They're just spores. So this is on the outside. Do you want to go in and look around?
I definitely do. 100%.
Okay.
So Little Fox has had some bad experiences with fungally things and musks and whatnot, so she's going to wait outside.
Okay.
If you're going to explore this, perhaps that spell, that protection from poison, might be a good precaution.
Can I like take a look at the mold stuff and try and suss out if it's poisonous? Like maybe like touch it and.
Yeah, you want to make a nature check?
Yeah.
Okay.
That speed thing made me think of something, by the way, Adam.
Yeah.
The urchin secret is, or urchin feature is city secrets. You know, secret patterns and flows through cities that you can find passages through urban sprawl that others would miss. When you're not in combat, you travel between any two locations twice as fast. So I don't know if this counts for that because it's a city.
Yeah, it was a city. It's like a tumble down ruin now.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that's interfering with our travel is not city stuff.
It's like vines and all that shit. Yeah.
I just mean like city layout stuff, maybe alleys.
Yeah, that, I mean, you have that as a thing, but it doesn't. You can't move fast because it literally calls out the vegetation as being a thing that slows you down.
Cool.
I got an 8.
You don't recognize it, but I will tell you with an 8, it doesn't look like the other. It's a different color than all the other vegetation you've seen around. You haven't really seen anything like this since you entered Omu, or really in any of the other jungle ruins you've been either.
All right. Well, it lasts for an hour. Ishi, I will bless you. Like, are you gonna be going in to check on this? Like, be all sneaky like?
Why not?
Then Malik is wise. This place is full of poisonous things, and you are protected for an hour.
Cool.
You have resistance to poison damage.
I go into the moldy building.
Are you sneaking in?
I am.
Okay. All right. Make your stealth roll.
Very sneakily. 27.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even... There's almost no way that anyone will detect you. You're very fucking sneaky.
I got an 11 on stealth.
All right. So you come in and... Oops, that's not a number. That's an @ symbol. All right. Even at a crit, you win. And yeah, you skulk into the set of buildings, and the first room you see more of this like mold growing on things. You see like a fully formed chair covered in like the furry like mold, and the mold notices you when it comes in. Right, it's like little fronds like drift in your direction as you sneak by. The air in here is clear. It's not like fruiting bodies like spraying mold all over the place. But you do hear a faint, like low, repeated humming sound coming from a nearby room.
Can I like peer into the doorway and like see who it is or what it is?
Yeah. You peer around the corner. There are 4 creatures in this room, and they are like kneeling on the floor and then like bowing and humming and then like raising up their little frondy hands. And they look like, I will show you, I believe I have a handout. I think you've seen them once before.
Yeah,
very
Are they
briefly.
Veggie-Pygmies?
They are indeed Veggie-Pygmies.
Yeah, we met some Veggie-Pygmy scouts once.
Yes. Yeah. So you see them. They're without their like riding mounts. They're with thorny mounts. But yeah, I think you have a handout. You do. There it is.
Okay, cool.
So you see a group of 4 of these little guys, and they look like they're praying. They don't notice you.
Okay, I sneak back out to the group, and I say like,
Be quiet. There's a bunch of little plant guys in there. You know, like the ones we ran into in the bush that one time. But I think they're like praying to something or like worshiping something.
We've run into a fair few plant guys. You'll have to be more descriptive.
These ones look like people.
Hold on.
They look dead.
I open Veggie-Pygmies in our Volo's guide. Like this?
Yeah, like that one.
Do you think you need to get rid of them? They might be guarding something.
I mean, they could be, but also plant people in a room full of fungus is probably at a disadvantage to us if we want to go in there, you know, storming the place.
My
They don't look
suggestion.
too difficult.
My suggestion is that we leave them be.
They might have something valuable.
You didn't see anything valuable in that room.
no, it's just fungus covered, right? Like
They don't
everywhere.
wear clothes or fight with weapons. They have like spears made out of sticks covered in fungus.
Unless there's something under all the bed of, you know, gross fungus, I doubt we're going to find anything. I think we bail on this one.
This place has been taken over, as we've learned, by the Yuan-Ti and the undead. I do not think that these are our foes.
Sure.
Just don't want to startle the little guys. They're probably okay.
Yeah, you can avoid them now that you've seen them.
Yeah, I think that's what my plan is anyway.
Okay.
I need to just like murder some random fungus dudes.
Yeah, Little Fox likes the little vegetable man anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
She thinks they're cool.
So across the street or towards where you want to head now?
Across the street. Right here?
Yeah, that works.
That sounds good.
All right.
As quickly as we can through the brush.
Sure. Make another. Somebody make another D100
Sure. I'm on it.
roll. Oh, Malik
We've
beat you to
already
it.
did
Ah,
Close,
Sorry.
though.
Close. Yeah. Okay, so you spend a half an hour searching these buildings and find nothing of interest. Simply ruins. You disturb some bugs, but
Gross.
Nothing else.
Does that count these buildings next to it?
No, it doesn't. No.
Okay.
This set of buildings seems to be like Malik, a larger like manor house, made up of several smaller buildings. You can imagine that in its time, it was probably quite nice.
It's a real shame what happened to this place.
Yeah. Actually, what happened to it is still there's some. It's a matter of some conjecture because you don't actually know the whole story of it, but you could certainly learn it while you're here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to search this larger house?
Uh-huh.
Anybody who would like to make a roll?
This time you got it, Elf. Sorry, I took it.
It's all yours, Elf.
Oh, sure. All right.
Okay. Same thing. Yeah. So after half an hour of searching, you find nothing of value or interest in this place.
So it's been 2 hours-ish for you traveling?
2.5 hours, yeah.
Okay, well, would you like to cross the street or continue on this side? There's a walled place that could potentially be defended. I'm, in that direction, and I point to the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You present me 2 different directions to go in, and I say we should head left.
Okay, then let's do it. Let's go left.
Okay, so it's a big wall.
How tall is this wall?
You could climb it, but you can't just go through it.
We'll go around to the
So this looks like a walled estate. This is like quite large. This is all one thing.
It could be a palace.
It's a large compound. And right now you can just see the wall. At one point, a long time ago, the wall had a facade of like finer stone, but that facade has all crumbled away and been broken.
So how tall is the wall in front of us?
15 feet. Big enough you can't just peer over it. It's there for privacy and security. Or was.
We could attempt to go around, or one or all of us could just climb the wall.
We don't need to climb it. There's probably a way in. We just gotta follow it around street side.
Yes, going in the entrance in a place that is filled with things that want to kill us.
I'd rather go in the entrance than climb in and then be surrounded by guards.
Either way.
We should stick together either way. I think she's right.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, sure. I attempt to be sneaky as we go around the entrance.
Okay, so the plan is to go like that?
Yeah.
Okay, make everybody make a stealth check if you're all going to try to sneak.
Cool.
Trying to be the sneakiest I can.
Okay.
I'm at disadvantage. I'll roll again. I forget.
Yeah. Okay, this is perfect. Malik?
11.
So as you approach the entrance, you smell like smoke in the air. But before you can come around the corner to see what it is, Malik, you hear an accusing shriek from the boulevard up above. And when you turn to look, silhouetted by the rain-mottled sun, you see a group of about a dozen crouching figures. They're about like 4 or 5 feet up because the boulevard is raised above all this other stuff, so it's like a walkway. And they're all crouching in a line on the edge, peering down at you. And you realize with a dawning of fear that it is a pack of very angry-looking baboons who, upon seeing you, begin to shriek and like throw stones in your direction, like pound their chests and like roaring at you as you walk by.
All right, I turn to look at Little Fox. I turn to look at you instead of doing anything.
Right.
So I'm going to roll to intimidate these baboons. They are shouting at us. Little Fox just turns and just roars at them.
Okay.
Being like, no, I am the big scary animal that you should run away from me, not the other way around.
Okay.
I get advantage on this roll.
Okay.
I'm rolling at a -2.
Okay. Okay, all right.
But I get a 14.
So you bellow at the baboons. Let me see. I'll make a wisdom save for them. Okay.
Because the right thing to do right now is leave. Because we will, if it were to come to fighting, it would be bad for them.
Oh yeah, they critically fail and they run screaming. But all of you have noticed, Ishi especially, as the stealth master of the group, all bets that anyone inside the compound didn't know you were here. The monkey streaking and then this huge roar from Little Fox definitely have signaled your approach.
Well, no need to worry about sneaking anymore.
Yeah, those baboons ruined it for us.
And yeah, Little Fox looks down at Ishii and kind of like does this apologetic shrug, like, I had to,
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. You did.
She looks a little bashful.
Well, little pat on the like hairy thigh, I guess.
There. All right. So as you come around the corner to the gate, you see smoke drifting lazily from the inside of this walled compound. The gate, which you stand in front of, lies in splinters and scorch marks deface all of the buildings inside. Looks like Malik was here. Near the center of the compound is a plaza littered with charred human corpses, one of which is currently being torn apart by a pack of wild dogs. One of them looks up and like snarls at you like, "This is my charred corpse."
Little Fox?
Yeah, just the head turn goes round again.
Yeah, and she just like does the like, yeah, whatever, hands at them like, no, we don't want your charred corpse. It's cool. It's cool, dogs.
So when you say that, all right, you're like, we don't want your charred corpse. You realize that the corpse that it's chewing on, as well as several of the others that aren't too badly like burned that you can't tell their clothes, the corpse is wearing a long scarlet robe. And part of the flesh that is being gnawed on by this dog has tattoos. It has blue tattoos on it. Several of the other bodies are wearing the same red robes.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was like that one guy.
No.
That would have been awesome.
No, it is a team of them.
Yes, it's more than one. Or was.
Yeah, and Little Fox spots this and scowls. Like, whatever killed these things is very powerful, obviously. So she is changing her body language a little bit to now go back to being sneaky. And so this is in the courtyard, hey?
Yeah, it's just out in the middle of the courtyard. Yeah.
And so there's like a kind of bell-shaped or domed building, and then a big manor house type building, and then some other small ones. Yeah, so Little Fox like turns back to the others and is like shrugs, like, which way do we go, kind of a thing.
We may as well.
So you're just gonna like give the dogs a wide berth and not fuck with any of the bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
I don't think
because that's what they want, right? They just want you to leave their meat alone.
Yeah, exactly. Right. If we don't mess with them, they won't mess with us.
Yeah, that's fine. You can give them a wide berth.
All right. I mean, I'm curious, but you know best about animals.
So you want to take the time to search this area?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. There is a thing to discover. Let me see who discovers it. It is Little Fox. Okay, so Little Fox, you move out into the area and you move past this like obvious fight scene with all the burn marks on the walls and stuff. There's blast marks, and like I said, it really does look like Malik was here. Right? Lots of fire magic. Thrown
other
around.
Wizards that did it. Yeah.
And then you come around the corner and you see the corner of a building, and you see a glaive. Do we know what a glaive is? It's a long pole arm with a big sharp thing on the end.
Yep.
A glaive has been thrust into the remains of a burned-out pyre. Charred snake skulls and blackened inhuman vertebrae are lashed to the spear. On a wall nearby, in ash, has been daubed a snake curled into a spiral, gripping a circle in its jaws.
Is this a symbol I recognize?
You could make a test to do so.
Like a religion test?
Yeah. Make a religion check, but with intelligence. And I will tell you if you recognize it. You do not.
I get an 8.
Yeah, there is something threatening about it. Like it gives you pause to look upon it.
Yeah. So she kind of...
The soundtrack gets a little ominous when you look at it for the first time. But everyone else is sort of split up a little bit. Like you're all within earshot, but no one else has seen this yet.
Well, and what about this glaive? Is it like a cool fancy glaive?
It's burnt. It's burnt up. The sharp end of it, probably the temper is ruined by the heat. Everything is fire blackened.
Yeah, totally cool. I didn't know if it was like the weapon was the big deal or if it was just like they made this big pile of bodies and burnt it. Cool.
Yeah. They put together this. I mean, that's hard for you to tell. You're not a forensic scientist.
But yeah, it looks like they pinned a bunch of bodies in a stack using this thing, like a giant toothpick, and then burnt them all up.
Yeah, maybe.
That kind of thing. Yeah, something like that. All right. And so Little Fox like puts a hand up to the wall next to the symbol and like looks at it for a bit. And then like carries on searching, I guess.
Okay. You don't tell your friends or bring them over.
I'll tell them when we're done.
Okay. All right. So Malik, while this is happening, you're picking through an area. You've like scared off a dog that was like kind of following you, and you've pushed open one of the buildings, like pushed away some of the rubble, and you're like exploring inside. To you probably like reassuring smell of like burnt wood and flesh surrounds you, and as you shift some of the debris to get inside, you hear a groan from under some of the rubble. You just hear this faint like from under the rubble.
Hello? Groan if you're alive.
Help.
And I like shout back to my companions. I'm like, someone's alive here. Someone survived. And I like try and find where it is.
Man alive. There's men alive in here.
Little Fox will come help pry rubble off of.
Yeah, so you run into this building, and it looks like the wall that got fireballed fell over onto someone who was in this building when the fireball happened.
How likely do you think it is? And like Arcturus is definitely like helping, but like how likely do you think it is that this person that we're uncovering has the body parts of some sort of snake? Like as I'm helping, but like...
Yeah, and Little Fox just like shrugs and lifts another huge chunk of rubble and like
she is supervising.
Yeah, totally.
No, lift those ones first.
So you
lift that one, it's gonna knock that one over.
You start lifting the rocks and moving everything, and yeah, you uncover someone who is like not dead, but if they weren't making noise, you could easily make that mistake. It is a human man. He is covered in soot and blood. He looks like he's fading in and out of consciousness. Let me see if I have a handout for him. I'm almost certain that I do. So you can see what he looks like. Yeah, here's our boy. And you'll get to know his name, but he'll tell you his name later. Boop. Beep. There he is.
Old guy.
Yeah, only like covered in blood and soot. And so you lift... Little Fox, you lift a big chunk of the wall, and you see him lying there, and he looks up.
Snakes at the end of his arm?
No, he's made entirely out of non-snake parts. 100% no snake parts. Yeah, so you see this man, and he just groans in pain as you lift the stone off of him.
Yeah, and so Little Fox tries to like make sure that he's not getting pinched by anything or getting squished. Like she starts moving stuff away.
And I will go to medicine at him.
Okay, sure.
Make sure that he's not gonna die, or
okay.
You know,
no, he's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs water. He's dying of thirst.
Oh yeah, I give that to him.
He's not badly injured, but he was pinned, and he has been for some time.
I have a bag of water skin. I will offer to
right,
this
yeah, he
fellow.
drinks from it, and like coughs up some water, and he's got like a clean part of his beard and face now because of the water. But you pull him free, and he's conscious enough to like talk after a few minutes.
How is it that you ended up here? I was not aware that there was anyone yet living in this strange ruined city.
I think you'll find that Omu is full of surprises. I know it has been for me. I thought I was done for. I was lying here, pondering which of the gods I might swear fealty to before I died.
Anyone but Joaquin.
Did you make a decision on that front, or
it's not going to be a Justicia? It's honestly not even top 100.
You know, we could change his mind. Whatever, I don't care.
You must be adventurous. I can tell.
Yes, we look, don't we?
Chili, you know what? Joaquin would be okay too.
You're about as mismatched as the closet in a theater. My name is Orvex. And he like tries to lift his arm to like shake your hand. He thinks better of it.
Don't worry about it. obviously need rest, and I mean, this isn't a great place to rest, but were you traveling with others? Are they the people in the courtyard, or?
There was an ambush. Snake men. The UNT found us when we searched this place. I ran in here to hide. My employers are not the discerning sort. I didn't want to be burned alive. A lot of good it did me.
Your employers, would they be the red-robed fellows out in the courtyard?
Yes, Thayans. Wizards, too.
There's a bunch of dogs eating them, but did they have anything interesting or shiny?
I don't know. I never asked.
Fair enough.
So you're a guide, then? Well.
No. No, I couldn't tell you which direction is north if I had a compass in my hand. I'm a scribe, a translator. I was a librarian in Yanzaru for a very long time. I'm also a greedy man, which I suppose is why I'm here.
Little Fox has been drawing the spirally snake symbol thing that she saw nearby in the dirt.
Yeah.
And then just like taps the ground. It's like right near the guy where he's lying. She like taps the ground.
I was
on
like,
the
why
symbol.
would they need a scribe? And then I turned to look at Little Fox and be like, oh, what's that?
Do you say that? Do you say, why do they need a scribe?
Yeah.
He says, well, unless you can understand Old Omuan, you might be in need of one yourself. And I find myself without employers.
Actually, I'm, not too shabby at Old Omuan.
He says something to you in Old Omuan. You don't understand him.
Not even with the time I spent with what's his butt?
This is like archaic Temple Omuan. Remember, you don't actually speak the language.
No,
you know
I can just
basic stuff.
Basically, I could say like, and then our arcturus is just like, well, I'm not that.
Which way to the bathroom?
Yeah, exactly. Où est la bibliothèque?
Yeah, I say, hello, how are you? I am good.
What are your rates?
He rubs his hands together and he says, well,
how about not dying?
I mean,
sorry, it's not a threat. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, everyone just stops suddenly.
I'm so sorry. I meant merely that, if you wish to come with us, we'd be glad to have your company, but alone you probably wouldn't survive. That's all I meant. I didn't mean. I'm not.
Just back
I didn't
away.
mean to threaten you directly. It was a veiled threat.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, we don't normally let him talk. He was just close by doing the medicine thing. He can leave now.
Sorry.
Well, you're lucky. My previous employers are generally considered to be the worst sorts of people. This kind of treatment is an upgrade, honestly. But they paid for that right. 25 pieces of gold a day.
A day?
If they had 25 pieces a day, maybe we should go look at their body.
I'm not against that.
So here's the thing. Friend. You'd be dead without us. So do we get a discount on the rate?
Yes, of course.
That was my discounted rate.
He says, this place is uncharted, unknown by most of the continent. The knowledge to be gained here is unimaginable. If you were to promise me a share of that which we discover and the rights to publish my findings independently when we return.
Definitely that. You can write whatever you want about me.
Now, Ishii, I know you've not worked on joint archaeological projects before. However, I have.
I'm taking a closer look at the thing that Little Fox is still like standing and pointing.
Yeah, and while everyone's talking about rates, she's like tugging on this guy's seat.
Arcturus, do you want to make a religion check?
Yeah, I'll check it out because I'm embarrassed that I backed away from the conversation. So
Yes, you recognize it, definitely. It is the dark sigil of Dendar, the Night Serpent.
Oh shit, we know about
Oh no, it's Dendar.
No, I'm thinking of something.
I think you have to say it like this. Dendar. So it's
Sorry, I was thinking about something from Court of Swords.
nice.
I don't know.
It's Dendar the Night Serpent, who actually is in Court of Swords too. Dendar
that's
the Night
fine.
Serpent is an elder evil and a primordial, so not a proper god. She is known also as the Night Serpent, Mother of the Night Parade, Eater of the World.
The Black Parade.
She
Just
is
like that song.
She is a Night Parade. She is a goddess of nightmares who is, by all accounts, meant to rise up from her dark slumber and swallow the earth at some undetermined point in the future. She is sacred to the Yuan Ti and is like an apocalypse goddess.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to.
I cast Fireball on Arcturus.
Cool. Arcturus dies instantly.
I was gonna do the whole "and the serpent comes in the night."
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The serpent is the night in this case. Yeah.
Yeah, does this old scribey man have anything to say?
No,
about
no
it?
one has drawn his attention to it. He's talking about
I've-
rates with Malik
she's-
and Ishi.
Little Fox is pulling on his sleeve
I
and
had
then pointing at the
backed
thing
off
and tapping the
from the
ground.
conversation. I was like, Little Fox, it's the sigil of the Night Serpent. It's, to be expected. Yuan Ti. It's fine. I mean, it's horrible, but.
And Orvex nods and he says, best get used to seeing that thing around. These Yuan Ti are particularly nasty. Did you know that there are places in the world where they have their own settlements and they trade as elves or dwarves do?
Is
Not-
this one of those places?
Not Rassen Seas, no. They're a cult. An apocalyptic cult, no less. The best sort.
Well, she'll describe now the thing. She says, like, snake bodies burned outside, spear in them. This symbol.
Yes. Well, they may look like monsters, but they have their own beliefs. It sounds to me like a totem of some kind. They honor their dead, as do the rest of us. Though I suspect that my my former companions are being consumed by dogs just now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I suppose that's what you get for burying your scribe under half a building.
Or being a thin wizard.
All right.
Now.
Well, Little Fox gets up and goes outside.
And he says, now, the Thayans have a bad reputation. Yes, they're slavers and necromancers, and I have the suspicion that their leader is an undying lich, but Thayan art? If you have never seen a Thayan tapestry before.
Wait, scroll back. Undying Lich.
Yes. Where are you from that you've not heard of Zastam?
Everyone
The
knows
elemental plane of water.
Sounds damp.
It very. These people in the red cloaks, that's why you want to attack them immediately at all times. Because they're leaders and
Yes, they're horrific
Well,
people
now, it's
who wage
hardly...
war and
It's hardly
chaos.
reasonable to hold an entire population responsible for the misbehaviors of their leader. It's not their fault he's got a monopoly on being in charge.
would you follow an undying lich?
If he paid me well enough, certainly.
I mean, I would say, how dangerous is this lich and how close is it to me? Because the answer is pretty obvious.
Thay is a long, long way away. If we were in Rashami, we'd have a different conversation. But if we were in Rashami, we'd all be freezing to death now.
I'd the ocean can be very cold. I'm sure I'd be fine.
Look at a map.
I don't know.
Little Fox is outside chasing dogs away from this corpse pile.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, you can make an intimidation check if you want to, like, scare the dogs away.
Yeah, she's gonna try to scare the dogs off.
Okay.
So again, with advantage. Well,
Ooh, nope.
6.
But I will
Not good roll.
give you warning, because like if you push it, they're gonna attack you. Right? They're like growling at you and like, get the fuck away from our food.
How many dogs are there, roughly?
Like a dozen.
It sounds like maybe a fight is brewing outside.
Yeah, you hear a lot of growling.
Where did Little Fox go? I'll be right back. I like scamper out the door to where Little Fox is.
We'll continue talking about this. I have need of your services, but apparently so do they.
You see Little Fox staring down an entire pack of feral, like, wild dogs.
And yeah, the hammer's been brought out.
I use Gust of Wind and I blow them all away.
You could, yeah. All right, sure. So Arcturus comes up behind you. And the dogs all just like they get blown away 15 feet. They just roll like whimpering, and then I think they run off because
that's pretty weird and scary.
Yeah.
But also, Little Fox like at the same time just happens to be like doing a big shout at them.
Gale Force Arcturus just blows the dogs away.
Some of the bodies like also like roll.
Tumble and come apart.
And once the dogs like run away of their own volition, then I would stop.
Yeah, they scatter.
As an added bonus, it would put out the fire because it would deprive it of oxygen.
It might, yeah, it does actually. It extinguishes candles, torches, and similar flames. Yep.
So yeah, the bodies are smoldering, but they're not like actively on fire anymore. And Little Fox like shrugs and starts kicking some of the bodies over to start looting them.
Malik, before you leave, Orvex puts out a hand, like, help me up.
Yeah, no, I turn and I hear like the whimpering and I say, yes, I suppose, never mind. Here, okay. Yes.
So Orvex is real slow right now because he's exhausted. But he comes out last with Malik. Like, Malik, you help him up and he walks out with you. Okay, so yeah, you've scared off the dogs. What are you gonna do?
Loot the bodies.
I kind of like stand there watching a Little Fox and like go over as if to help, and I'm just like, these people really willingly follow, and I'm just like, why would you like? How could you just follow a lich? They're here.
He's just like musing on this. Well,
I feel like we're actually having a conversation too, because you're saying these things, and Ishi's answer is like,
well, it makes a lot of sense. There's a big strong thing that you can't kill that wants you to do stuff for it. So you do stuff for it so you don't get killed by the big strong thing. It's like pretty basic.
Well, but how far away is that lich?
When you're saying that, you say that, and Orvex like nods and he says, you're uncannily wise for a kobold. Most humans can't grasp that difference.
See, the thing about it is kobold wisdom often has to do with keeping yourself alive, and we're pretty good at that.
Yes, so it seems. Better than these wizards, eh?
I thought you were a creature of discernment, Ishi. I thought it was dragons because of their majestic nature.
I mean, it is dragons. They are great and awesome, and I want to see the big one that we keep seeing that I haven't seen since we saw it the last time.
What a lich would do in a pinch.
I haven't.
Well, what I'm saying is there's a reason one of my plans is to just throw my hands up and cry, okay? Like,
you've seen Elf on a Shelf. Now try Lynch in a pinch. So you're all talking and taking the time to. You want to take another block of time to like dig through the bodies, looking for.
Yeah.
Oh god, it is.
If they got any loot?
Does anybody have a shovel?
Yes.
Okay, because like burnt corpse duty is all kinds of bad surprises. They're not all so crispy. Like you'll like dig and then you'll find something that still has some organs that aren't like, and it just like gushes and like, oh, it's a mess. You can't tell one body from another in a lot of places.
That's real gross.
And
there's lots of like kicking them over and scattering them about the courtyards.
It looks like for the most part though they were looted already. They have none of them are carrying spell books or wands. You find one with its finger bones all broken off.
Like someone broke its fingers to get its rings.
Yeah, but Little Fox, you do find on one of them a beautiful ivory smoking pipe that once you brush it off, it has a black wooden like piece you bite on, and then it's made out of some kind of ivory. You can't tell at a glance, but it's like a long spine that ends in a skull facing up, so that the like smoke would drift up. The smoke would drift up out of its open mouth, so it's like its mouth open. Yeah, it's like the kind of thing that you would find in like a heavy metal head shop. It's worth 25 gold.
I'm gonna note this on my sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks. It's been a while since I've had a pipe that nice. Because Malik totally smokes a pipe.
Yeah.
back at
And so sorry, that was 25 gold.
25 gold. Yeah.
Yeah, and Little Fox just like tucks it in her like into like the strap of her backpack or something, so it's just like hanging there, and shakes her head at you like, "You're not getting this."
All right, I don't have anything to put in anyway.
She also smells the bowl of the pipe and then
it's a combination.
Her nose, yeah, because it's super gross.
It's a combination of fairly strong, fairly dank halfling a pipe leaf, but also burnt human flesh.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, and just yeah, and she shakes her head and does the oh,
So while this is happening, Orvex comes over to you, Arcturus, and says, "So, what's brought you here? To Omu, I mean. Just looking for treasure?"
Oh no. We planned to end the death curse and a person.
I thought we weren't supposed to talk about that.
You've talked about it.
But you always tell me not to.
Not Malik says. Someone directed us towards this city that Rossensea might be the cause of, or related to the cause of the death curse, and they, she, I don't know, has to die.
Think. Or you mean Rossensea? I don't know.
Rossensea is a man, or was, at some point, years ago.
Well, he, has outlived his life. We're here to kill him, yes.
A noble quest.
And I look around I hope that wasn't the wrong thing to say. But Ichi's been telling everybody and it has ended up poorly so far, so whatever.
Yeah, Malik just shrugs. We'll be working together to map most of the city, so I suppose it doesn't matter either way.
If you join up with us, then you're probably gonna fight some stuff.
Or die. I'm sorry, that sounded like
why are you
Everybody turns to look at Arcturus again.
I just, the likelihood of death when you're confronting a horrid, cursed creature. I'm just warning him that he might be safer not with us. I'm sorry.
Yes.
If my choices are to stick with you or try to find my way back to Port Nyanzaru alone, well, everybody dies someday.
True, technically staying with us is actually safer, which is amazing to me, to be honest.
And besides,
Little Fox gives you a wounded look of come on, I'm not going to let you die. She just looks at you.
I mean, I know I'm not going to die, but
I'm not a young man, but I am a curious one, and I've come close enough to death to know that I'm not that scared of it. I've no children or grandchildren waiting for me back in the port. I spent my life with books. Learning Old Omuan takes up a lot of time that you could otherwise be using to court the young ladies.
Speaking of Old Omuan, I would love to get a few lessons while we're,
He squints at you and he says, "It's not good business giving away the only useful skill you have, is it? Now get me out of here alive and we'll talk. And in the meantime, if you keep me safe and promise me a share of the things that we learn and find here, I would be happy to translate anything that I can find."
That seems agreeable. And besides, staying with us, you're likely to understand a lot more in the presence of an archaeologist and anthropologist than simply a scribe. Specialists.
And he nods as you say that, and he says, "And besides, I don't know the group of you very well yet, but you have to be a step up from the Thayans."
I don't follow an undead lich, for one.
And then he looks at Ishii, "But you might if you were pressed."
Dragons are better.
Well, I think you'll find that Omu, despite its absence of a god, has found plenty of things to worship. Have a seat.
You mean like Ubitao, maybe?
He gestures to like some piece of tumble down some rooms. He says, "Have a seat. I have a story to tell you."
Well, it's still midday. We
can have campfire stories.
He shakes his head. He says, "If you wish to continue, you'll have to do it without me. I'm on my last legs. If you want me to come with you," like he's to be very like literal. Dude's got 1 hit point and 3 levels of exhaustion. You're gonna just be slowed down if you don't wait at least like a little while for him. He needs a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, that was his like polite way to be like, let me tell you a story while I try to heal a little bit. But you can tell, I mean, he's too like proud to be like, I'm almost dead. Please, like, let me rest.
Yeah, and then we can spend the rest of the day also like searching the compound here.
Yeah, and it's actually a pretty safe place to rest because there's only the one entrance unless you like fly in over the walls.
Okay, yeah. That's fine.
Suddenly, the winged snake monsters.
Yes. So you all sit a moment, and Orvex Orcramus will regale you with the legend of 9 gods.
Just a minute or a while to listen.
He would like it if you were to stay a while and also listen while you're doing that. You can take those actions simultaneously.
Right. Perfect.
So. Would you like a story? Would you like a story time from Orvex or Kramis? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I want to tell him a story too after.
Okay, good. Yeah, you can take notes in case you need to regale a story later. So he says, long ago, the god Ubtao hardened his heart and vowed to weep no more for the people of Omu. They had grown cold, desiring slaves and gold above all else. And Omu, broken-hearted, turned his face from Omu first. The rains stopped, the jungle withered and died, and death swept through Omu. One morning, a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Omuans. To convince Ubtao of their worth, she decided to cook for him a stew made from all their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, and so she asked a wily Almiraj to help her. The Almiraj snuck recklessness into the pot, which she saw as a virtue, you see. And when Ubtao tasted the stew, he spat it out at once. From that day on, Obolaka, the Zorbo, and Ijin the Almiraj became terrible enemies. At noon, a brave Kamadan hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in the Omuans' hearts and decided, like a troublesome boil, to lance it. She crafted a holy spear, but in her forgetfulness left it by the riverbank, and a crafty grung stole it from her. In her rage, Shagambi, the Kamadan, forgot all about Omu and chased Nang Nang, the grung, forever across the sky. When evening fell, a wily Iblis, they're a sort of crane, you see, stepped out from his reed hut. The Iblis did not like the Omuans, but without them, he'd have no one to play his nasty tricks upon. And so he sent a marsh frog to reason with Ubtao, but the frog was angry and decided to wrestle with the god instead. This amused Ubtao, and so to reward the frog, he gave him tentacles so that he could wrestle any foe. When Kubazan, the froghemoth, there's an old Omuan word for it, but I've forgotten what it is. When Kubazan returned to Papazotl, the Iblis, he chased Papazotl into the swamp with his new tentacles. That night, a Sioux monster broke into Ubtao's palace, and from the god stole a pail of water to give to the Omuans. When Ubtao came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a Jaculi's burrow. Ubtao asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa, the Jakuli, was too honest to lie. When the Sioux monster, Wongo, found out that Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch him and eat him up. All the while, the great snail Unk dwelt deep below the city. The noise of all the other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface. And when dawn came and the light of the sun glistened from her beautiful shell, the light blinded Ubtao and made his eyes water. His tears fell and fed the jungle, and life returned to Omu. And in exchange for all that they had done, the people of Omu built shrines to honor the animals who'd saved them. These shrines yet stand. And until all this happened, until the plague, and the rift, and the Yuan-Ti came, the people of Omu worshipped these 9 gods in place of Ubtao, who had turned his back on them, and who would turn his back on all of Chult.
They worship the grung.
Well, I mean, yes. It seems unusual, but animal spirits have strength here in Chult.
Wait. We heard about this stuff, but that's not important right now. I also have a story that I want to tell you, because we're doing stories.
He folds his arms over his chest. He says, "A tale for a tale? I would love to hear whatever story you have to tell me."
I know a story about a man and a crocodile. Yep. So one day the man was trying to get across the river, and the crocodile was in the river.
I used minor illusion to like help her tell the story and make a crocodile and a man.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like when
like
she
a
says,
shadow
like,
puppets on the wall. Okay. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah.
One day there's a crocodile in the river, and the man said, "Oh, Mr. Crocodile, I really need help to get across the river because I can't swim and it's very big." And the crocodile says, "Of course, but then you have to do what I ask afterwards." And the man was like, "Yeah, okay, sure." And so the crocodile carried the man on its back all the way across the river. And then once they were on the other side, the crocodile said, "You said you do what I ask. So what I want is for you to carry me across the world so I can see the whole of the not river parts of the world, because I'm stuck in this river mostly." And the man said, "Well, I guess I have to because I said I was gonna," and got tricked by the really smart crocodile. The end.
And he's nodding and like listening, and he says, "That does sound like a Chultan story, and not one I've heard before. Where did you learn it, Ishi?"
There was a temple or something.
And let me guess, this temple was full of wily traps.
Mostly, yeah.
I wouldn't say wily. I would say stupid.
He looks at you and he says, "In my years, Malik, I've learned that the line between clever and bullshit is very thin."
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
if
love
you
that
found
bullshit.
a Chultan temple to an animal god, you know what you can expect here in Omu.
More of that kind of stuff.
They say that each of the shrines carries an artifact of some grave significance. I believe they're the key to finding what you need to find here, whatever it is.
So the 9 shrines, right? We saw the graffiti that said that.
He nods.
The 9 shrines. Yeah, Eric V. I wrote that in my notebook.
At the bottom of that list there's Kubazan, which was one of the animals that he was just describing, right?
Andrew,
And
can
Shigambi.
you, Andrew, bring your mic down here real quiet? Yeah.
Oh, right.
There we go. Hi.
So yeah, we've got Kubazan, bravery, Shigambi, wisdom, Moa, we assume now is like honesty, based on the story.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some clues, y'all.
Yeah.
The
Update
frog
that.
monster is obviously a giant betentacled frog horror.
Uh-huh.
Got that
Unk
point.
is the giant snail.
The snail at the end of the story, yep.
Yeah. So yeah, all these give context to all
So
this
who is Unk?
nonsense.
A giant snail.
Yeah. Do you want the name? Do you want the names again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me find the tale. So just for proper nouns wise, let me see here. You've got a few of them. Also, I can describe, because I didn't want to interrupt his little story, but I can describe what each of those like creatures are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what a Zorbo is? That's Obulaka, the Zorbo, which is like the anti-magic koala, jungle koala.
Yep. Shitty drop bears.
Yeah.
What's it called?
You just wait till I show you what an Almirage looks like. Her name was Obulaka, the Zorbo.
Obo
Obo
apostrophe Laka. Are you ready to see the Almirage?
Yeah.
It's
What's
the
the
fucking
Almirage?
best. You ready? Here it is. Ba-bam!
Oh shit!
What? It's a unicorn bunny with cheetah spots.
That's awesome.
Oh,
So an Almirage is a bunicorn.
oh, what a bun.
So there you
Great
go.
little bun.
That's so the Almirage is Ijin, who snuck recklessness into the pot.
Okay, so Eugene is. I'm trying
Those
to spell
Egyptians
these things.
always coming to Japan.
How do you spell Eugene?
Eugene, I''Jin. Eugene, the Almirage.
And that's recklessness.
That was it, maybe. And then there is Shagambi, the Kamadon. Is that how it's pronounced? Yeah, Kamadon.
Is that camel cross with a something?
No, it's not, but you're close. Would you like to see a Kamadon?
Yeah.
Yes, Adam. We would like to see all of these
Of
animals.
course you would.
Shagambi is the wisdom one that
Okay,
it
hold on.
says.
Jesus, I'm overwhelmed with cute animals. Okay, so a Kamadon looks like that.
Oh Jesus, that's
Not
not
into
cute. That's
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 not
a
cute.
pretty cool thing. It
It's
also
not
has
a-
some snake
I mean,
on.
It's like a
not-
Medusa jaguar.
It's not quite as
Wow.
cute as the bunicorn.
Oh,
No,
geez.
it's not as cute as a unicorn.
Where
So
are
this
the
is
snakes
this
coming from?
shoulders
It's shoulder
growing out of
blade.
her shoulder blades. Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, Shagambi the Kamadon, who forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nang Nang the Grung. You know what a Grung looks like.
Well, but Shagambi, it says here equals wisdom. Why would a wise person chase Grung? That doesn't make any sense. This person.
They're
Kamadon-
probably wrong.
Kamadon saw the evil in the Omuans' hearts and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. Fashioned a holy spear that got stolen by the Grung, which pissed Shagambi off, and then she chased Nang Nang. But remember, the graffiti is just somebody else writing this stuff. So
Wait. This Kamadon, which has paws, somehow fashioned a spear.
it's
Hell yeah.
it's a story, dummy. Crocodiles can't talk.
Yes, they can.
All right, so that's Kamadon. You know what Nang Nang the Grung looks like? He looks like a Grung. It's called a
But
parable.
is it like
jackass.
an orange grung or a green grung?
You don't know.
or
You'll have to find out.
Nang Nang.
You know what? You know what an iblis or it looks like? They're the big scary.
those are those big bird things
the
we've
big
already
bird
dealt
things.
with.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will save what a froghemoth looks like. You can imagine though.
Like a big gross frog with tentacles.
They're actually like properly dangerous as well.
Yeah. So a Sioux monster, which is Wongo. Wongo looks like. Let me add it for you
Oh.
here.
Sue.
SU dash monster.
Sue monster. Got it.
Looks like that.
Oh my lord! Don't pick up those
Fireball that.
monkeys, okay?
Fireball.
So it's like an evil monkey thing.
I mean, I don't know if it's evil.
Yes.
So
Don't you though, Adam? Look at the
Wongo stole a pail of water to give to the Omuans because Ubtao was withholding because he's a withholding jerk. And then it was hidden in Moa's burrow. Moa is a jaculi. Anybody want to guess what a jaculi looks like?
like a jacuzzi.
Jackal.
Any other guesses?
It's
Is it a ferret of some kind?
Lives in a burrow. Too honest to lie.
Is it a badger?
Looks like this.
Too honest to lie is not going
What?
to give me an indication of what it looks like.
oh geez, that's scary.
a cool
look
snake.
honest.
Yeah, it's
Why
like a
would it-
bristly snake.
Too honest to lie does not lead me to snake.
Yeah, Moa.
Yeah,
Moa the
no, I don't-
jaculi was too honest to lie. Maybe you need to reassess your snake situation. Maybe some snakes.
We've had some severe evidence in favor of certain snake behaviors.
Yeah. And then Unk, the great underground snail.
Okay, I've written down the notes from this thing, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the snail.
Yep.
Yeah, so those are going to be the 9 shrines.
Yeah.
It's not like a.
And then each of the shrines is going to have a MacGuffin in it that we have to collect. And since there are 9 of them, and that's how many you need to form a square, that they probably have little square puzzle things, because we have this reference to puzzle cubes.
Yeah.
So this is my guess. So we got to go get the 9 MacGuffins and put them in the MacGuffin blender to make delicious.
Will it blend?
That's good logics there. That makes sense to me.
Well, there's a lot of water in Omu now, so
yeah. So there you go. So I think learning this story and getting this sort of squared away is a great place to end the episode. So you now know there are 9 shrines, each containing, and if like your buddy Orvex or Kramus said, if you thought that the crocodile shrine was fun, tune in. Actually, these are much better.
Just you wait.
You just fucking wait. Cool. All right. So welcome to Omu, everybody. Thanks for coming and watching. I believe we'll be back at our regular time next week. Hopefully we'll be able to start a little sooner, so we'll get the full time. But I'm super excited for everybody to explore Omu. Thanks for coming and hanging out, everybody. Cool. Let's do some shoutouts. Let's let everybody know where they can find you on the internet when you are not here doing these things, because everybody does so much cool shit. Let's start with Ishi Snaggletooth, aka my friend Distracted Elf.
Hi, I'm Distracted Elf. You can find me believing that crocodiles are smarter than people over on twitch.tv/distractedelf or on Twitter @distractedelf. And that's not my real voice.
No, it's true. Yeah. Down below, coming to us from an undisclosed mystery location, Andrew, what do you get up to when you're not here entertaining us with smashing?
You can follow me on Twitter @CommutingCrow or on twitch.tv/actualfactual. I'm making a game called Girl by Moonlight about tragic magical girls, and I've got a playtest of that on my channel and on twitch.tv/actualplay that y'all can check out.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Dave?
Yeah. Okay, Blue Jay. I got this. My Twitter is Dave_the_human. And my Twitch is Dave_human. I guess what would be of most interest to people who are interested in D&D stuff is I'm currently working on a new class, which is still tentatively called a summoner. So you can catch some of the streams of me doing that.
Heck yeah. Wicked. Thanks, Dave. Last but not least, accidental death threats provided by Blue Jay.
I didn't mean to.
No, it was good.
You can find me most days at twitch.tv/bluejay or on Twitter @bluejay_712. I just ran my first ever game last Sunday. And not the last one, the one after, I guess 2 Sundays. It's almost 2 weeks ago now. Time flies when you're doing a lot of stuff. But yeah, so I'm making plans to see what's next in terms of like RPG content, but first I have to do my taxes. So who knows when that'll happen? I don't fucking know. Taxes first, then I'll think about
your bank account needs to make a death save.
Yeah.
Well, cool. That's our episode for this week. Thanks everybody who came and hung out and watched, because we wouldn't do this if nobody watched us do it. That would be weird. We'll be back next week with more. If you want to catch all of us doing other stuff, we play games together all the time. You can find most of them down there on MS Roll20 on YouTube or in the VODs on twitch.tv/Roll20 app. I myself am a game master in other places as well. I run Burning Wheel for these folks on the Roll20 channel, and I run a game called Court of Swords, which is a modified 5th edition game over on twitch.tv/itmejp. Tonight, I'm going to be on my Twitch channel in like an hour, if you're watching this live, doing faction stuff for a sci-fi game called Stars Without Number. You can find that at twitch.tv/AdamKoble. I am done nerpsing at you. Follow me on Twitter at Skinny Ghost. Okay, now I'm done for real. go and play role-playing games. Everything that you saw here today. My favorite feedback, I love this, is when people are like, this is totally different than how my group did it, or how my group plays D&D, or someone said in chat earlier, I feel so much more prepared for Omu now that I got to see these guys blunder around in the beginning of it. I want that so bad. That is my favorite feedback. I want you to go and play role-playing games, whether it's D&D or any other role-playing game. Do it. Go start a Roll20 account. Make it happen. We will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye, everybody. Send your adventuring party deep into the jungles of Chult. The Roll20 module of Tomb of Annihilation includes the full contents of the original D&D book and adds immersive features like dynamic lighting on all battle maps, character sheets with one-click actions, copy and paste quick encounters, and other interactive features like puzzles and a player's map of Chult. Your next campaign can begin with just a few clicks. Get your copy today on the Roll20 Marketplace.